All right. All right. We are now live. Just give us a second, trying to let the room, fill up just a teeny bit. But I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Oh, now here comes the text
Mm-hmm.
messages.
Who was that?
Malik. So I forgot what I was about to say.
Malik is probably on here watching us
No,
being the pain.
I don't think
Oh.
so.
Who's Edith Dunstan?
Oh, that's our my you all up in my phone. That's my old supervisor. All up in my
I need help.
phone.
I need help with something.
She sends a prayer, like a prayer text every morning.
That's nice. I need help. So I guess it's a lot of stress and tension all up in here to the point now that it feels like I am to be comfortable. I do like this. I lean over like this a lot. And I started thinking about this morning when I was getting ready for church, how I lean over like this a lot at work when I'm sitting at my desk. And it feels like all in here, it feels like I was carrying something heavy on my shoulders. And it's so like uncomfortable.
Like this.
Yeah, like I feel like in order for me to get relief, I go like this. And
not like this.
Turning around like this is so like, it's so I need help, y'all. Because I've been taking aspirin and stuff, but I'm not a
Maybe
good
need to go see the doctor or go.
Yeah, because I don't like massages. I'm not a good fan of it, but I feel like if I got a good crack, because it is so tensed up, like I am so tense, and I try not to think about it, but it's so uncomfortable. Like my body is so uncomfortable, and like I said, it feels like I was carrying something, and it's all in here. Oh my God, it's so uncomfortable. And yeah, so if anybody can help, probably. Yeah,
I don't stretch.
I don't stretch either, and it seems like I don't really have the time to, because when I get up to get ready for work and go. So you
probably gotta do something in the shower.
I think the next time that masseuse comes to my job, I'm gonna have to have her, because baby, oh my God, it just, I can't even describe how tensed up it feels. And it's just like, I can't believe I'm walking around like this. And I've been walking around like this for days now, but it's very painful. Like even just trying to turn around and look behind me is like, oh my God.
You doing something with your neck?
No. And I thought maybe I was asleep the wrong way or something. I don't know, but it's very, like, even to the point this necklace on my neck feels heavy. Like it feels heavy on me.
They said do some 10-minute stretches. Find some videos on YouTube and do 10-minute stretches.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Because it's just like. Yeah. But I really want somebody to just like
crack it.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I just want somebody to just grab me and just go. Woo.
No, I wasn't trying to be smart. Well, I was just saying.
I didn't pay Kevin any mind because my neck never hurts.
Yeah, who next? I thought I hit mute.
Yeah. Kevin got a hole in the back of his what?
Excuse me?
That's what that text said. Kevin has a hole in the back of his throat. That's from Dan.
It did not say that.
Go look at it.
It definitely.
What does it say? Kevin got a hole. Like I said. I saw what it said.
Bitch, all right, bitch, stop reading the messages.
It came up right
there. All right, bitch, stop reading.
I saw exactly what it said.
Don't be reading my shit. Read my text. And all that stuff we said in the last live, that was a lie, okay? That was just to get y'all excited and to get y'all talking. Because, some people was writing me on Instagram asking me, what is my secret?
A lie about what? You said it was a lie.
When Dennis got on the phone and started talking.
About me and Dennis?
No.
Oh, that wasn't a lie. We did have fun that night.
No. Y'all was spilling tea.
Yeah. I don't know about you.
My tea.
But with me and Dennis, our fun with those two individuals, we had a good time that night. I can honestly say that, Dennis is a good secret keeper because we honestly never talked about it after that. I don't think Dennis and I even talked about it after we left that hotel that night. I don't think we ever mumbled a word ever again.
Yeah.
And to see the look on your face when you heard, wait, what? I was like, yeah. We linked up and it was like, all right, Dennis, we're going to go here and do this. And we had a time. And who would have thought me and Dennis, of all people, would link up and have a good time?
Yeah, and even the viewers shut their mouth and never said anything.
No, they didn't. Because they were so intrigued.
Yeah.
They wanted to know. But yeah, I can't even tell you what year that was. That was a long time ago. It was a very long time.
Probably in the teens.
Yeah, it was way before COVID. Like way before COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, it was way before COVID.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're having a great weekend this weekend. Like it's no rain. Yes. The weather just been a little windy, but yesterday we were supposed to go live, and they had Porch Fest. So I mean, like all the throughout this neighborhood, they have bands performing and everything
on their
porches, and it was just way too loud. Now, when I first heard somebody say check 1, check 2, I said, what the fuck is going on? Because normally it's the first Saturday in June. For some reason, it was this weekend. And I mean, that's all you bang, 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 drums, people singing. And I just was like, well, when are the black people going to sing? And then I heard somebody black out there singing. He was singing Marvin Gaye and everything. And he sounded really, really good. But they wasn't into it like
the musicians.
Yes,
yeah.
Other.
Isn't that? Yeah. They ain't grow up in that household.
Right.
Listening to that on
Saturdays.
Saying
what's going on.
Yeah. They didn't
all of that.
And they were playing
Moon
River. Yeah.
I mean, but it was, let me tell you, they know how to have a good time too. They have their beers. You don't hear no fights. They cheered. They clapped when everybody performed. And that was that. And while I was trying to watch TV, I ended up falling asleep. And they didn't finish around here till about 7. But you could still hear the other performances going on in the neighborhood. So yeah, and then somebody tagged me in a video, and I seen Alexander Rogers just enjoying himself. But that's just not for me, you know. Now, if it was, I could have went to the Roots if I wanted that, the type of festivals that I'm into. Right. But the Roots is sold out and everything. Oh my God! And everyone has been talking about it, especially Jay-Z. Yes. Now, I want to bring somebody in here, right? Now, according to the Post, they're banned from the Roots.
Oh my God! Oh, wait a minute! Wait a fucking minute! I'm sorry to interrupt you. So I'm losing my mind. 40 is really hitting me. It really is. Because for a split second, I saw his screen. Right. So for a split second, I thought that was like something of Don Lemon. Because I thought that was Don Lemon. But I didn't think it was Don Lemon on our thing. I just thought it was Don Lemon. I saw him and then I just was like, oh, wow, there's Don Lemon. But then when you said I want to bring somebody, and I looked again like, wait. Because when you said I want to bring somebody, I'm like, bitch, is that really Don Lemon? Wait,
but his name is right there.
I'm not paying attention to the name. I'm just paying attention to the face. Sorry. I'm not going to say the name, but sorry. But listen, me and my coworker, first of all, I have a coworker, not Jamarcus, because I know you know I work with Jamarcus, but another coworker who loves you have a podcast? And she talks about it all the time. She talks about it all the time. And I'm like, oh, wow, you really like Ernest. And she can't, oh, shit, sorry.
He always let the cat out the bag.
Sorry.
He can't hold water.
Sorry. And she can't get your name right to save her life. She always calls you Irvin. So I go along with it, and I just say, yeah, Irvin, tell you Irvin, because she can't seem to say Ernest, but she always says Irvin. But she loves your podcast. So when I tell her that I was on with you today, she's going to lose it. Okay. But enough about me.
Let's bring on Ernest. Ernest Owens. Mr. Ernest.
I'm telling you, you look like you were Don Lemon. I was like, oh my God, is that how? Like, what the fuck? How did you book him?
Right. This is better. He ain't a better booker. He got a better booker.
Right.
Hey, Ernest.
Hello.
It's been years.
I know it's been 10 years. My first appearance on this show was the summer of 2016 when I was beefing with Justin Timberlake, and we still getting booked and banned in 2026.
When was the last time you were on with us?
Election. It was an election. It was a midterms.
2022, 23?
2022, 2023. Because also my book. My book came out in 2023.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I got a new book coming out next year. So, you know. Now
here's your book
in there. Oh, I was gonna say, let me know who she is. I'll see her in person. I'll see her in person.
That
yes, that's how. I brought champagne. I brought good champagne too.
You did.
I did. Oh, yep.
Yes. I have my book.
Well, I have my Patti LaBelle cookbook that's signed by her, and her security rushed me out, but it's all right.
Listen, tell her. Let me know when she's around. I'll go stop by and see her. I like to see people sometimes. Like, let me know where I'm at.
Listen, guess who I met her with? I met her with Diggy. Diggy and I were together at Wegmans, and she was doing a book signing for her cookbook at that time. And I was so excited because anybody who knows me knows that I love Beyonce and Patti LaBelle.
Yeah.
So excited.
The real queen of Philadelphia.
Yes, the real queen of Philadelphia. Okay. And I was so
people out here been acting like it's somebody else, and I was like,
no, it's not.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to meet her, and the meeting was not. It didn't go as planned, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's how.
I my book signed, and I still love Miss Patty. And I remember when we left, Diggy said, "Are you going to stop liking her now?" And I was like, "No, no, I'm not going to stop liking her. No." And no, she was not mean to me. No, she was not mean. Okay. It was more so like a rush thing. Like, and I didn't want it to be a rush thing. I really wanted to sit and talk with her, but they were like, "No, you got to go." And I was just like, "What, bitch?"
Well, how many people was in there?
Not that many.
Okay.
Because after us, this guy who was a big Patti LaBelle fan on social media, I can't remember his name. I think he was white or Hispanic. He was behind me and Diggy, and he got to sit and chat with her, but he got to really sit and chat with her because he was really a well-known Patti LaBelle fan, had a Patti LaBelle fan.
Okay.
So, whatever the case may be. So I didn't take offense to it, but I was just like, dang, I would have loved to have sat and talked with her, but it is what it is. I did get to meet her, so yeah.
So the lady, I was saying with work, let me know who it is. I would love to stop by.
Yes, her name is Charlotte. Oh my God.
Let me know.
I cannot wait to tell her. I'm like, oh my God.
I will stop by. Like if y'all at work with us, because I live in the area, so I'll just stop by.
Okay.
Just say hi. I always do that to people. Like, sir, when I hear stuff like that, I'll be like, where they work or where they out? I'll pull up.
Yeah, she'll mention you and be like, oh yeah, we'll be talking. And she's like, oh yeah, I watched Irvin and Irvin said this, and I'm like, it's not Irvin.
And then I'll tell her in person. I'll tell her in person. I'll say,
you know what? It's all right.
I'll say it's Ernest.
Yeah.
But the fact that you listen, that's
right.
That listen.
Yes.
No matter how much my name is Brandon on all that shit, and you're still saying Irvin.
Yep, she knows exactly who you are, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
So anyway, I was talking about the Roots, right? Yeah. And I seen your post, and you said that you were banned.
I was. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know what band. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I know you're in good tend being like, but some people I'm like, I don't know what banned mean. I was like, banned means you're told your presence is not wanted here. And your friends who you came with was told, do not bring him back.
What?
Did you act up last year, or you just did a podcast?
I did a podcast episode by my experience. It was horrible. I called it the Philadelphia Fire Fest, and that became the trend of people talking about it because I went and it was not a good experience. Like I had got a silver VIP. All of my Jamarcus was there. It was all four of us. We had silver VIP. We was in a long, long line. We thought we was coming early because they said the doors open at 1, but we came at like 2. Well, no, they said, I think initially doors supposed to open at 1. So then we came at 2. Then they said doors open at 2. It was really weird, but we came at decent time. Mm-hmm. And of course, silver VIP, it's $1,000. Those passes are $1,000. They're worth $1,000. The gold VIP is worth $1,500. So our whole mindset was we wanted something to be of. They hyped it up. They still hyping those tickets up. Oh, you're gonna have your free section. You're gonna have your own special line service. Like we we know how festivals are. Y'all, we've been to festivals. We know, like, okay, if you get in that VIP, it should be no issues.
Right.
We was in line for 5 hours. There was 3 monsoons of rain. There was hot flashes. People were peeing under the bushes. People were, passing out. I had existential crisis. I started having moments of crime. I started thinking, we need to barge through here. Like, it was getting, it's Philly. Right. And then you got people from all over the country. So there was a girl from Paris in my crowd, New York, Houston, LA. It was people all over. And people were just sitting there. I don't think we made it in until like 6:45, 7. Meanwhile, we're hearing Jeezy and every Lotto. We saw Lotto at the very end. We saw, who was it? Gorilla. I want to see her. That whole stuff passed. So I'm sitting here listening to everybody I want to go see pass. Wow. So while this is happening, I'm like, let me message, Roots on their social. Because they're promoting the show while people are like in these long lines. So I'm like, 1 hour later, 2 hours later. Like each time I was time stamping because people was asking me where I was. And I was time stamping it. And then finally some people was like, oh, where you at? I can come get you. I was like, let me tell you something. I'm with the people. Mm-hmm. But second of all, if you all were to take me and my friends out of this crazy line, you know how that was going to play out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I said, nah, y'all just need to make sure our line get through better. How about y'all make sure all of us over here get through?
Right.
They was like, we can't guarantee. My friend was like, the person that was in there was like, I can't guarantee I can get all of them, but you, I definitely can. And your friend, I was like, no, because that's cap, huh?
Especially, so let me ask you this: everybody in your line, everybody had to pay that $1,000 fee,
or $1,400,
or $1,400.
So it was silver and gold VIP. So everybody in that line, that section I was in, we was all supposed to be
VIP. Wow.
But mind you, we was mixed in where they had general admission on one end, and it was a gate, like it was like a gate. So everybody was VIP on one side, but we were all bottleneck.
Everybody. Wow.
Do you think the rain played a part in that big disaster from last year?
Slightly, but we acted like we didn't go to Made in America, like we ain't seen rain at a festival before. I done been to so many shows where there's been rain. Rain should never stop a show like that, especially you're going to continue the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're going to continue it,
if you're going to continue the show, then how many years have they done this show, this festival? Like this ain't their first time in rookie. So you should be ready for rain, sleet, snow if you're going to keep people's tickets, right? Because they were acting like they couldn't give refunds and stuff. Unless it was lightning. Exactly. Somebody said lightning. Mm-hmm. It was nothing like that. It was just rain. And it wasn't even like tyrannic rain. It was like, these little moments of downpours. It was crazy. It was chaotic. And then the crazy part is once we get inside, I'm thinking, okay, problem's over, right? Hospitality would be that if you did all that to your VIP people, think we're going to get some drink tickets? Little something for y'all hassle? No. I go to the VIP section and that iconic photo gets taken of me holding my food in the middle of a pile of crap, like cow manure. Like there was no one out. There was no one in VIP because everybody was still in line waiting. Remember, I was one of the earlier people. Mm-hmm. There was still a huge swath of people that had yet to get in. So at this point, everybody just hoping to get in before Nas. I think it was Nas. Whoever was it, Nas that year? I don't think it was Nas. It was whoever the other act was, and then it was also I think it was like Miguel and then Lotto. I think everybody was trying to get in to see Lotto, and then I saw Diggy. We end up seeing each other and his friends, and then we all went to see Lotto. That was horrible. I left midway. I left. I was over it. I was like, why am I here? And it feels like everybody has already had the show. But then most people were not even that happy because their friends and people they wanted to go with was not there.
Separated and they couldn't.
And they were separated.
Well, it's like this year, they got it together. They moved from where they were at and went to the Belmont Plateau.
Where were they at last year?
I believe
the
Man.
And the Man is just a few
52nd and Parkside.
Yeah, so it's basically on the other side of the park.
Correct.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the park.
This time it's able to fit more people.
Yeah,
it seemed like everything went off because everybody would have been going off about.
Oh, people still were. It wasn't all great. I mean, it's better than last year, but when you have the worst is better than whatever it is. You know what I mean?
It seemed like because they were on the news. I mean, I seen them like promoting and like.
I just gave you the link for you to send them. They asked for the link to the show. I put it in the private chat for StreamYard.
Who asked for that? No, that's for them to come through.
They wanted
to YouTube.
Yeah, they wanted. Oh, both. You could do both. You could add me for that. But no, I sent you the link because they wanted to see the link to the podcast. So I just gave you the link.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this.
I didn't get it. Where did you send it at?
In the private channel StreamYard. If you look at StreamYard,
there you go.
There you go. But no, so what happened was I posted it. I put it in the podcast the night because I didn't go night 2. You fooled me once. Shame on shame on you. I'm not doing it. Like people like, oh, come back again and see what happened. What after what I experienced?
Yeah.
First of all, by the time I got out, because like I said, the weather was cold. I went through rain and snow and rain and heat and everything else. I was already tired, but my mindset was I didn't wait this long not to go in. So I got to at least go in. So I go in and then I'm even more annoyed. And then I'm like, after like half of Lotto's set, or I left with Diggy, I left with Jamarcus, left with my boys. I just left. And then I went home and went off on my podcast, put that podcast up immediately. And then that became the talk of the town. And then the next morning, one of my friends who was an influencer with the thing, they called him, said, because they saw the videos and pictures. Because at that point, everybody was trying to piece who was who with. And was like, did you come with Ernest? Are you with him? And he's like, yeah, that's my friend. Oh, well, he can never come back. Do not bring him. Do not invite him. If I was a hookup or whatever, it was like, no, you cannot attend.
But they never told you specifically.
Oh, I ended up getting told because I ended up rolling up on one of the producers. They said, hold on, I was told I can't. They was like, well, you don't want to come anywhere, and you're not. What are you coming for? Like they was mad because they said it was negative. They said I slandered them. I was like, it's free speech,
and I had a bad experience.
That I had a bad experience. I don't understand, but was just basically trying to play the whole you slandered our brand, our reputation, and this, that, and the third. I was like, look. Let me be very clear. I've been kicked out of better places, okay? I've been kicked out of Dinner and Blanc. I've been kicked out of neighborhood bars. I've been kicked out of a lot of things. This is nothing, right? So let me start by saying that I've been kicked out of better places. But then following that, I was also saying, you're correct. I don't want to come back again. I just think it's funny that you all felt like y'all need to break up with me before I break up with you. So the narrative was more like, oh, you didn't go because of he couldn't come anyway kind of thing. It's like no, I also wasn't. I did the podcast first. You all responded to the podcast. The podcast I'd already said I wasn't going. It'll be a cold day in hell. I don't care what passes, because clearly it don't matter if you have VIP, and I had silver VIP. I had $1,000 pass. If $1,000 pass had me being treated like that, I don't need it.
I just don't understand how you would get upset. Like you said, I paid $1,000. I was intertwined with general admission, which is not $1,000 ticket.
No.
And still, even when I got in after 5 hours waiting, I still was treated as if I was general admission. So why would you ever think that my critique would be positive? It doesn't make sense. It's like me going to a Beyonce concert and only seeing Adele.
Right.
You're promoting something that I did not get. So no, it's not going to be a positive review. And I'm trying to think, because you could help me. Did we ever go to the Roots? Was that the Roots when we interviewed Luke James and Brandy, or was that something else?
I think it
was the Roots ever at Delaware Ave.
They were at that. That wasn't Delaware Ave. That was Penn's Landing.
Yeah,
I believe they were at Penn's Landing before. But
I don't remember this type of.
I don't think it was the Roots, but I think it was something. It was something black. It was something black.
Remember that was the first time we saw
Kendrick Lamar, and I was like, "Who the hell was that?" And that girl was going crazy. I didn't know who the hell he was.
Yeah, I don't know. So Ernest, you know what? I really wanted to go to the Roots picnic this year.
I can imagine.
I couldn't go, unfortunately, and I want to go for the experience because I'm actually one of those people that I don't. It's very strange. But I don't like those type of crowds because after a while, not saying anything bad will happen, but I don't like those type of crowds because I'm one of those people that I need to know where the bathroom is. I need to know where a seat is. And I know with that type of event, Bathrooms are limited. Seating is definitely
Well,
non-existent.
there was a couple years ago, my husband went there to the concert, and it was at Stampede.
Yes.
And so
Man,
I
right?
didn't even go. Like the crazy
Yes.
part was I didn't even go that year. I'm not really a festival person like that either. Like the last time I went to another one was Made in America, and that's when I saw Beyonce. That was like an all access pass thing I wrote. Like
Ernest,
that was
the
cool.
only one that was the only Made America I've ever been to.
That was the only one, and I was here for that. But outside of that, you know, he went with his friends, and it was a whole Stampede situation. And he said there was no control. Like it was someone thought they had somebody had a gun in the crowd.
Had somebody had a gun. I remember that.
And then, mind you, there was no gun. No one ever had anything. But the way that people stampede and ran, trampled over folks, it was chaotic. And they never issued an apology. They just moved on. And even last year, the narrative was people are being negative. I'm sorry, thousands of people missing most of the first day of a festival due to poor coordination, communication. And we're all negative, but because I guess I had the bigger platform and I had said it,
because you know, be a bad girl.
You wanted to be a bad girl, and you said something.
And I told people to ask for refunds, and people was asking for refunds. I said, get your money back.
Right.
And if you can't get your money back, call the Better Business Bureau. Like I was helping people get services. I was trying to put people I was like, you shouldn't have to go through this.
I think after almost 20 years, they should have a better system, like you said. Whether it's sunshine, good weather, rain, you should have a better system on how to handle things. And I would hate to think that depending on who the headliner is, your system is better than what it was the year before.
Clock it. You know why?
I just hate to think that.
You know why?
He was here last night. And I would hate to think because Jay-Z is who he is that y'all said, no, we got to have this.
But you gotta have it.
But you gotta have it on point. But here's the thing: it should be on point whether Jay-Z's on stage or Young Mama. You know, it should be on point because people are paying their money to come and experience this. And I really don't.
You would have been better off. People would have been better off with anybody who bought a $1,500 ticket or $1,000 ticket. You was better off buying a really good quality Beyonce tour ticket,
right?
And not have to worry about it, or go see us, or don't pay for that for a meet and greet with some A-list celebrity.
Yep, and not have to pay as much.
Seriously, because at this point, ever since then, I started saying no music festivals. I can't. No music festivals in Philly. Even the 4th of July, John, I'm not going to that.
Oh, yeah, we talk about that. Let me tell y'all something.
I pulled that tea. Kevin, you said this week, and I thought about you. I was like, you said, how do you know what's going on? I said, listen, that's because what I'm telling y'all is not anywhere else.
Yes, like Dennis, Ernest, when he talks about the government and what's going on behind the scenes, you don't hear it from nowhere but Ernest. And I say I learned more about what's going on in the city from Ernest than any goddamn
than anywhere.
And it's a shame. And I've seen people they down at how many people voted in this primary. Right. But I said the only time we hear from y'all is when y'all want us to vote.
That's right.
Nobody tells us, oh, we're giving out food on this day. No one sends me a text to say, hey, how you doing? How's your mental health? Nobody asks none of that shit. No. But we get all of this spam in the mail. Vote for me. Vote for me. Like, you know what I thought? They don't even send like a QR code. You got to meet people where they are. So if you know you're not knocking on doors, put a QR code on that fucking pamphlet that you send so we can watch the video and find out who the fuck you are. Because I kept seeing Chris Rap. I've never heard of Chris Rap a day in my life.
He in Northwest. No, a lot of people don't. And I think when you said that, it's like the vote. They get so surprised with the voter turnout. It was like less than 22% of registered voters or some stuff voted and participated. And I think it's because people they don't want that either though. They don't want everybody to participate because they can't control the way the vote gonna turn out. But then it backfired this time because just a couple of people, crazy folks, decided to go one way in the election and it changed.
Yeah, and I mean, I kept seeing A-list stamp. I said, well, damn, how she get all of this money? Because she was on Channel 6 before anybody. And I mean, she was there and just everywhere. And then she only came in 3rd place. I said, wow, they must. And then I seen that she tried to stop a live interview when she was on Channel 10.
She said, wait, she said, stop, can we do this again? They like, man, we on live. We can't retake that. How we gonna retake that? Like, what? No, it's crazy. But like, we're going to see on that topic, we're going to see more of these things this year because the mayor is going to try to butter people up. Because if you all don't know this, they've been trying to not talk about it a lot. But this Thursday is when they're going to decide whether they're going to charge us $1 per ride on Uber.
Yes, I've seen that.
I told people, get ready. I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think city council is going to do it because they got to go up for re-election next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they like, do we really want to charge a hotel tax, an Airbnb 6% tax increase on that? Do we really want to do all of that?
So I was saying that they decided not to do the 6% with the hotels, but they was going to tack it on the Airbnbs. And...
Yeah, so now they got to pay it. Somebody gonna pay. Somebody gonna pay. They say,
somebody like me, I don't do Airbnbs in this city. But you know what?
I don't either.
I don't do it in the city. But you know what I'm noticing, Ernest? There are a lot of people who are doing it. And I mean, when I say a lot of people, I mean a lot of residents who are doing Airbnbs because they're doing them to cheat.
Well,
like sex and stuff.
How do I know this? Because I've been to 4, but that's no one's business. But what
also people doing other stuff. So you know what's weird? My friend lived in one of those. So not in one of those affairs, but she lived in a building, right, where a guy was doing adult entertainment.
Yeah, Ernest,
they was making adult entertainment in those.
They're not.
And she lived in a building. She lived in this little house, and she was one of the tenants. But it was always something going on upstairs, but he owned the whole building. I said, so he got an influencer house, he got an adult entertainment room, and he was willing to spend what you was going to spend for your monthly.
You're not.
That's what was going on.
They have gotten so creative that they're not utilizing these hotels anymore to go do these things.
No.
And I'm telling you, I just got someone who sent me a link literally yesterday, and I'm like, oh, you have an Airbnb? Oh, yeah, I got it all week. Oh, okay. Well, what day do you want me to come?
Well, what day did you come? And how many days did you go?
I haven't come yet. I'm going tomorrow or Tuesday. But I'm saying this is what people are doing now in the city of Philadelphia. They're so cheap anyway. Because I've asked the question to someone, and I said, well, how much is this Airbnb? Oh, it's only $80 or $90 a night. And I'm like, oh, and I only need it for a night. And I'm like, oh, okay. People are really so so if you're not going to get the hotels, you're going to get the Airbnbs. You're going to tax the hell out of them.
So these is married people or people in a relationship where they live with the girlfriend and going to stay.
I don't deal with married people. Okay.
Good.
That's
slurs. He say slurs. Yeah, I was going to say.
I just don't want to know. Don't tell me.
Well, first of all, he said. I said, well, happy Pride. I still got that flag somewhere that I am.
These are people who have. I'm telling you, I discovered this maybe about 2 months ago. I'm like, oh, people are getting these Airbnbs to cheat because it's more private. You don't have to worry about going in and out of a hotel with someone. Like it's private. You know. Here's the code.
But you might just go to a brothel or something if you want to only.
No, people want to be extremely private. Somewhere down Northern Liberties or North Philly where there's an Airbnb, nobody knows, and you see somebody coming in, but it's inside of an apartment building, so they could be coming in there visiting anybody.
Wait a minute, an Airbnb inside of an apartment building?
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh, wait, let me back up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. People are doing that. So I will say this: in my building, my first floor is only for Airbnb, but it's only for tenants to do for family members and things. So when I don't want people all up in my house, I just say, we got a little room for you downstairs. I can rent it out.
But let me ask you this. But who knows? But how do people find out if it's really your family or not? Nobody really knows that. But they have
that's a good point. No one do, but I'm an honest man. But you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because there are some people that I'd be like, how do you know that? Like, what's this?
Right.
But I didn't. I wasn't doing that. But I definitely know people who do. Like I have family who come from Texas. They'll come for a week or whatever like that. And we'll have and it's fully furnished. Like they got the beds in there. They got the microwave. They got the TV. They got everything in there. Like it's interesting. And I was going to say with the other building, I was telling you with that, my friend lived in one of these like random, like in Southwest. This was in Southwest. Had this like 3-floor house, nothing very new, basic. She was on the first floor, but on the second floor, there was some noises she was hearing. Basically, this man had an adult entertainment studio up there, and they had an Airbnb up on the other floor.
Yeah.
So he is filming some stuff, and I was trying to figure out, I was like, well, what's the name of the production? She says, I never found out. All I know is that it would be crazy on Saturday afternoon. She said she would have to leave Saturday afternoons.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday afternoons, he would be like, hey, there's going to be a lot of going on upstairs. Oh, I bet.
It's so interesting that we're having this conversation. Lord forgive me. But on my way to church today, I was thinking about getting an Airbnb, not for myself, but like investing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like a big, I'm telling you.
But technically a lot of this is illegal, by the way. Like no one should. These are real estate commercial properties running as commercial properties.
Yes,
like that's the problem. This is supposed to be residential.
And like we were just saying, you and I were just saying, people would be so surprised. There's a lot of Airbnbs inside of these apartment buildings because I've been to several and they're big and they're beautiful. And you're like, wait a minute, this is someone's apartment. Like, what the hell is going on? Do they know that there's a Airbnb thing in here? But I love it, because it's not mine and I get to do what I need to do and then I leave. Wow. And your friend has probably heard me in a few of those productions. No.
Okay.
Ernest, don't pay him.
I'm not paying any. First of all, how you on your way to church and on your way to the production set at the same time?
Wait, can I just say this? No, we're not years behind here in Philly in regards to Airbnbs.
Oh no, they've been doing it. What we're talking about is the fact that we're going to be taxed. That's how ahead we are. We're going to be taxed now in lieu of the hotel tax. They're going to tax that instead of the
we're talking about a tax situation that our mayor is trying to propose.
Oh, Kyra felt it with that one.
Now on Airbnbs. But let's not mistake, they've been doing Airbnbs for years here in this city. It's just now something in regards to a tax situation.
They say it's too many the mayor, there's too many people that's been hip to what's going on that they're now finding ways to tax people. So they say, oh, look what's happening. We're charging people for Uber. Like this is going to impact me because I don't drive. We have a car, but I don't have a driver's license. I don't actually know how to drive a car. Mm-hmm. And I always said I was never going to drive. Yeah, I can't do it. But now they're charging $1 per ride. And that is crazy. I mean, I can afford it, but do I want to pay for it? I shouldn't have to pay for it. I think there's enough money. We got a $1 billion surplus. What you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah. And where are y'all
$1 billion surplus? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so let me tell all right, so we got that stuff going on with Miss Parker, right? And now these people are on a hunger strike because they say we have $1 billion surplus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, was any of that money from the $1 billion towards this July 4th thing? Now we know why.
No. Here's the tea. I got the tea about that. Here's what I can tell you for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I have to sit up.
Hold on. Let me set this up right quick. Hold up. So let me let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
So for over 30 years, we've been having July 4th celebrations. It used to come on Channel 6.
Mm-hmm.
Wawa took over, and then it started coming on Channel 10. And every year they would have two or three acts, and they have a lot of shit going on in our city. We're like the only major city that have these type of concerts. Y'all have 4th of July, but we have concerts. Mm-hmm. And over 500,000 people come every year. Now, Wawa took over, and, they've been doing their thing for years and having the acts come on. And now, according to Ernest is saying that the Parker administration this year, they took over the July 4th celebrations. So instead of it being sponsored by Wawa, it's like an association with Wawa, but it's not really them picking the acts and things like that. Do I have it right?
Yes, some of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, correct me where I went wrong.
No. It's pretty much there. So what's happening is that the 250th is this year.
Right.
This is the 250th. So this is a special year. Last year, there was all that kerfuffle last year with Jasmine Sullivan and LL Cool J.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What came of that situation is that the city hired a contract with a group called ESM. They're this music production group. They're independent. They put on the Live Nation Urban, Roots Picnic, Made in America. They've done some of that stuff. She hired them to put on the New Year's party so they can get LL Cool J back.
Mm-hmm.
So in the midst of that going on, I think there was a private interest in them saying, you know what, y'all did this. I kind of want to have y'all do this 4th of July concert. So they had the contract to do the 4th of July concert. Now, mind you, to your point, Wawa was not aware that this was going to be the city was going to do this takeover. They knew there was going to be like of course it's 250. We're going to all collaborate and do some stuff, but they did not know that they were going to be completely
that much
iced out. So behind the scenes, they were getting talent. They were doing all these things. Wawa was kind of like, hey, we need to make this announcement. We know that you all are going to do something, but we know we're going to, this rollout comes out, this press conference come out, and pretty much it is saying, City of Philadelphia, one city, one United City, one Philly United City concert, supported by Wawa at the bottom.
Supported by Wawa.
Sponsored, not Welcome America, just that. And everybody, people on that board and folks connected to them was like, is what? What is this? Yeah. So everybody had to keep up face, fake the funk. But you know, behind the scenes, this phone right here was off the hook. Now, what's going on? And then I'm hearing folks did not even know it was going to go down like this. People are pissed because, you know, Wawa wanted that, you know, to be able to say, we're sponsoring this. We are, you know, we're going to this 250. Wawa waited forever to have this moment. Like they did this so that they can have this moment. Like this is their big thing.
Yeah, this is what they do.
That's what they do.
It's not just one, for people that don't know, it's not just one day that Wawa takes over. It's like June 25th until like July the 4th.
So what I want to be clear about is that Wawa is doing, so the way they iced them out, in my opinion, was that Wawa is still doing everything else. Kirk Franklin, Queen Latifah, Idina Menzel, they're doing everything else the rest of those days. They're just not having anything really to do with the 4th of July concert.
So does it mean
it was like we did work with y'all this year? You're just not going to have the thing that everybody that's like the crown. Like everything leads up. So basically, they're going to be like, "Thank you for all this good time, y'all." Now to the city. Like basically, they're the lead up. They're the opening act, and the city's concert is going to be the main course. And the city's main, and the thing about this concert, and this is the part about the taxpayers' dollars. Wawa's not sponsoring that, because if Wawa sponsored it, it would have been Wawa Welcome America. Right. Wawa is not really putting that much money or anything to it, because they're like, if we can't choose the artist, we can't have our name on the logo, we can't do it. Y'all got it. The city decided to use some money for it. That's taxpayers' money. That's general funds money. We're paying extra money for that and that New Year's party. And we still don't even know how much the New Year's Eve concert cost. We still don't know how much that concert cost that they did with LL Cool J that barely anybody
knows. All about the New Year's Eve concert.
Don't forget, but we're paying for it. So we're paying for that, and we're paying for this concert that none of us really needed the city to take over. Now, but she wants to brand it, though.
Let me say something, though. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I do like the lineup. However, it's cute, right? But Christina Aguilera, to me, she has nothing to do with Philadelphia. You're going to spend our money, bitch. You should have got Pink, because
or Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, and I know Christina Aguilera can sing, but I don't know about today.
But Pink is
from Philly, or the area, So, and they kept everything local. So you should have spent the extra money to get Pink to do it.
They could have. I don't know why they did it, but I also think, again, it's one of those situations where budget, right? You don't know how much the budget is.
And I don't like how big Christina Aguilera's name is over Jill Scott, too.
Well, the reason why her name is over Jill Scott, and again, they will never say this, is because anybody who knows these concert artists, right, they have these contracts within 90 days of doing free concerts. You can't do a free concert and then do a concert with your own tour simultaneously. So she's, I think, with Roots Picnic, or her tour is going to be happening. Then you got the Dale. All of these different people, these pieces, they move. So you can't headline, you can't charge people money to do a show and then do a free concert, because then the vendors are going to go, well, why are we spending this money? Because I think she's going to be at Roots Picnic, right? So you couldn't have those things that close to each other, because then why would I go to the Roots to go see Jill if I'm going to get a 4th of July experience? So she couldn't be a headliner, basically. So Jill is not going to really be giving us that much of a set. She'll do a couple of songs, but she can't do a whole full set, because why would I pay money to see her at Roots Picnic if I'm going to see her there? So that's why some of these bigger artists are like lower tiered, because clearly Christina hasn't done a show in Philadelphia in I don't know how long. So it's obvious that she could be a headliner, because she's not headlining anywhere else.
Right. But I just think that because you got Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff, you got not Kevin Hart, you got Wanda Sykes because she lives in the Delaware County.
Yeah.
You got all of this Philly stuff, and then you got that big thumb that eyesore, Christina Aguilera.
Right thumb, that big thumb.
It's like an eyesore to me. So I'm like, damn, like we couldn't even get Freeway in them, like. And they keeping it black. I mean,
I think Freeway and them are in there. I think state properties in the lower tier. Again, these are all in the lower tier.
Okay.
Like if you look at the flyer, they got them buried. Again, it's a very Philly concert with Christina Aguilera.
With Christina Aguilera. That's basically what it is.
It's Christina Aguilera and Philadelphia.
Man,
one Philly, a United City. One Philly, United City, except we are all united around Christina. Or one Philly and Christina Aguilera.
Right.
One Christina, ex-Tina. You know, like what's going on?
I really think they should have went for Pink. Like, or even
really should have went for Pink. It is hard. It is a hard pill to swallow. I mean, the concert, it's the 4th of July concert. It's called One Philly, a United City concert.
I see the truck.
Branding is crazy.
Neighborhood, One Philly, One United, or something.
Yeah, they're pushing the concert. It's a free concert. Someone said special guest Christina, right? Starring Christina Aguilera, featuring Philadelphia artists.
Yes, it just don't make sense.
Why is Philly always taking an L even when it's its own thing?
Yeah,
we can't even be the lead of our own.
That's true. Like that's true. Like
we always. Why are we? This is an L we don't have to take. We already took one with the Knicks.
Right.
We always taking it everywhere else. This is an opportunity where we could have put Philly on the map for ourselves. We can't put Philly on our own map.
Right.
And
Philly has so much talent. Like so much talent. Like you like. There was no need to even have Christina Aguilera there.
No, I mean even Patti LaBelle's performing at Pride.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, next week she performing at the one where everybody mad about the $10.
Yes,
I'm going.
That's why everybody paying the $10.
I'm gonna go. Now we know. Might be there next week.
Yeah. Now we know.
No, I can't.
It's worth $10
next weekend, right?
It's worth $10 to see.
Yeah,
it's worth $10 to see Patty.
But I mean, they gave them hell about the $10.
They're trash.
But I mean,
you know what? They're just mad.
To pay to go on
so this is $10 to go to the Pride parade next week. It's a Pride concert at the Parkway, right?
Right.
And Patti LaBelle is like the headline. See, another Philadelphian headline starring Patti LaBelle, Queen Patti LaBelle. So people are paying $10 to access this event in addition to everything else. And it's always free in the past, but they didn't have headliners like Patti LaBelle.
Yeah, I think we paid to go to Penn's Landing. So
and
I mean, and 13th Street is cute sometimes, but now it's too gridlocked. Is everybody all bunched in? I'm okay with walking down the Parkway, bitch. Let us have the Parkway.
Someone said pay that legend. I agree.
Yes.
Pay that.
Pay that damn $10.
I will pay I've paid, like I said, I've paid for worse.
Yes.
I paid $1,000 to wait 5 hours in the line and go through that torture, be a masochist, just to see Lotto at the very end of the night.
Yes.
And I think $10 to Queen Patti LaBelle is worth it.
Yes.
Y'all done
I'll give $20. If you give me a quarter, I'll give her 20.
There you go. Okay. Well, oula-vous couchez avec moi.
Down that damn Parkway.
Listen.
Sachet, okay.
Listen, all that marmalade. I want to say this. I got annoyed because Dinner Block, people sit up and dress in all white, bring their own tables, bring their own food, bring their own liquor. That's another place I got kicked out of.
Yeah.
And they sat up there and brought their own, because I talk my shit. Afterwards, this is ridiculous. They sat up there and spent $180 or whatever to go to this event every year to bring their own stuff.
Yeah.
And you all complaining about $10 to see Patti LaBelle. No, priorities, America. Priorities, people. Yeah. Again, Philadelphia. $10 Patti LaBelle Pride problem. $1,500 to be in a long line in the heat in the name of Jay-Z. Sign me up.
Yeah.
They damn. So the
concert
knew they had to do
can't
it.
clear a headline, a free concert in Philadelphia. Even for a free concert in Philadelphia, we can't even make Philadelphia be the headline.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you some more questions.
Yes, please.
Because you always know the tea again, what's going on in the city. Now, I saw like maybe a couple months ago, you finally got a press pass for the city.
Yes, I want to bring it. Hold on, let me bring it for you. I want y'all to see it.
We ain't get to none of the damn topics. This is crazy.
This is
right. That's a professional photo. Let me see.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, who you had to? What had to go on for you to get this?
I had to raise hell. I had to go viral. I had to raise hell. Really, it was me raising hell because I did not have one, and I was sitting here looking like, why am I not able to? Like, this don't make any sense,
right?
Like, because I was requesting it. Like, I was actually calling and trying to go the proper route, not trying to show my ass. And I think people don't know this. Like, I actually tried to do the things by the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like when I show my ass, then that's when the stuff be happening fast. I try not to do that, though. I try to actually say, look, they say call the number. For example, I got my credentials with FIFA. No problem.
FIFA. Okay.
Like, I'm going to be FIFA. I'm going to be out there. I got my credentials approved. But you got to realize this. That's not from the city. Grammys. I go to the Grammys. I go to the award shows. Everybody know they don't give me any problems outside of Philadelphia. When it's Philly shit, that's when the shit happens.
Because you digging in their ass, Ernest.
Huh?
Now, because
you do my job. You said because I do my job, right?
Yes.
But when the white reporters do it, no one say anything. They say, "Good, go Jeff Cole." Jeff Cole can go
Jeff Cole. Where is he?
But Jeff Cole, but Jeff Cole, he's at Fox, right? Jeff Cole can pop off, right?
He's retired now. Yeah, I miss his stuff. He had
that many real ones out. There's not that many real ones. So now
I'm coming out to Airbnb, and I don't even know who fucking told him. He will be right there.
He will be, but he gets up, but he doesn't have a problem getting into the building now.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's.
I mean,
yeah.
Do anybody hit you up on the low, like Ernest? You like the people that you talk about? They be like, Ernest, you are so right, but can you please just delete this or take it down? Or they make us do that.
And I tell them, and then I need you to pay my rent, and I need you to.
There you go.
To pay my rent, I need you to make sure that I have all the things I need when I go to Martha's Vineyard for vacation. I'm gonna need you to make sure my Beyonce concert packages, I upgrade my package, because those are the things that allow those things to happen.
There you go. There you go.
Then you can't tell me. I had a conversation with someone one time, and they did. Then I said, "Well, you can also just stop doing it, whatever that thing is. You can also stop fucking up and just do your job." I wouldn't have to do what I gotta do if you gotta do what I gotta do. Y'all want to fund the police for law and order, but then y'all don't want me to be funded to do my law and order. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be like, "Oh, we gotta fund the police. We need law and order." Well, this is law and order. My journalism is. Y'all say accountability. People can't be accountable. People can't be. Well, it starts here. It starts in your own backyard.
That's right.
So you can't ask me to do something that you're not trying to do.
You're not trying.
You want me to do right by you, but you can't do right by the people. I'm sorry. I'm gonna people every
my
day.
Lifestyle. This is my bread and butter.
This is my life.
This is how
right.
So don't ask me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
at the end of the month now.
Right. This is the first of the month. Like, who gonna do that? That's yeah. So I just think when they tell me that stuff, I'm just like, if I don't do that, then what does that mean for me? No, I'm doing my job. I chose to do it. And the crazy part is about a lot of these folks, right? No one says it's lies.
Right. Because you would have been sued, right?
Down and had this is incorrect. No. We go through multiple sources. I never just have one person tell me something. I go, let me
run with this.
Like when I broke the news about the 76ers arena. When that tea came out. Everybody was like, "Oh, that's not true. I didn't see it on this channel." I said, "I don't care what channel you've seen it on. I said it."
Right.
They said, "Well, you sure?" I said, "Well, you just wait and find out." And then 4 hours later, the Inquirer, everybody else starts saying, "Yeah, it's confirmed. The deal's not happening."
And they made her look like a fool. They made her
act like she was in control of that situation. No, she wasn't.
No,
she wasn't.
Yeah,
no, she wasn't. They was meeting. I had so much tea that no one knew. Now I can say more things about it now. When that vote took place in December from City Council, They were meeting in DC because he owns the Commanders, the guy, Josh and them. They met up at a Commanders game in DC, and one of my sources had overheard them talking. They was in a little back section. And I was like, why would they be talking after this? What's going on? Like, why would they be talking? Why would Comcast and be talking in a whole after this deal? So then the person told me, I started going to some events. You know, I'd be going to my little events, like, oh, you know, look like the arena's going to happen. They said, this guy was like, I'll hold my breath. I said, what you mean? It's already in law. They said laws can change.
Right.
I was like, because you've never seen anything like this happen before. No. Have anybody ever seen something get voted on and then reversed? Like that barely happens. But if anybody's going to do it, billionaires are going to do it, right? Rich people can do it. So the next thing I know, I get called up Saturday night. Someone tells me, yo, it's not happening. I said, okay, can I run it? They said, you better run it because it's going to get ran either way. I said, how do you know? They said, there's going to be a press conference on Tuesday. I said, oh, no, that press conference is going to be Monday. Sunday morning, breaking news. And they had to do a press conference on Monday. They were so angry with me. They were so angry.
I was happy that it got reversed because I was
too.
Yeah, I was just like, that's
no need for it
to be in Center City.
And congest our city like that?
City, yeah, like no. Let you know what? That's been Chinatown since before I was born.
Let Chinatown be Chinatown.
Chinatown. Them people ain't bother no damn body down. They don't bother a soul down there. Let them have that.
And they don't. And they talk about some giving people black jobs.
We got 3 or 4 stadiums. They're fine where they at.
Yeah, look, they're going to build a new stadium now. Remember how the whole narrative was? We can't get, this is the only place. We can't do nothing else in South Philly. I said, there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
There's always a way. And mind you, what happens? Now there's going to be one in South Philly.
Wait, so all right, because once it got reversed, I just stopped listening to the whole thing.
Yeah, totally, I get it, yeah.
So they're going to build a new arena. For the Sixers.
Yes, and it's going to be in South Philly, in that same area.
But what is
the whole area?
What's going to happen to the current building? They're going to tear that down?
Well, they're going to no, nothing's getting torn down. They turned that into the Xfinity Mobile. That's why the Wells Fargo thing happened. Right. So the Wells Fargo thing is no longer. It's now Xfinity Mobile. So when I went to go see Cardi B, I was like, Xfinity
so that's Comcast Center now.
That's Comcast, yeah. So they done did a whole rebrand. What they're going to do is that they're going to have that stadium for the 76ers. There will be a situation where they have multiple venues for concerts. So they can have multiple concerts now rather than just one. So now you get in a situation where, Ariana Grande got one space, and then, The Weeknd is going to have another show. Well, he does stadiums, but like they'll have multiple shows going on simultaneously.
Instead of
one night. And a lot of artists, we used to remember that. It used to be a time where that used to be a thing. Like you can have a big R&B artist at one venue, another one, but now we'll have more revenue and more competition. And also, they'll just diversify the fans. So the BTS people are going to have a concert. The BTS fans are not going to go the same night to go see, anybody, right? So that's what they're going to start doing. So they'll probably do a rap artist like a Future, and then he'll be in one arena, and then another night, the other artist that's like a more white pop artist will be there. There won't be no cross.
Oh, it's going to be hell getting home. Scepter going to be busy.
They're also going to do some stuff with the Scepter. I think they're putting the location near a new Scepter stop or something. I heard, but they got a vote on it though. It's not official, but the big issue now is Market East because everybody's been wanting Market East.
Because they did that revamp and I don't like it, and to me it's sketchy. I don't trust it. I don't like the people that be in there. I'd rather see the old people have somewhere to go where they was in there before. And they used to mind their fucking business. It didn't bother nobody.
Yeah.
You got all of these school kids in there stealing and doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing. I don't go in there to do nothing but go catch the train and take my ass to work and come back home.
Market East, remind me, Market East.
Jefferson Station.
Is that where you catch the
11th Market?
That's what the 8th. Is that the
11th and Market? Right. It's connected with the convention center. Okay. And the gallery.
Yeah, and the gallery. Okay. Because I haven't been down there in so long. I forgot all about Market East. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's where does the 8th Market train pull up at?
That's the subway that take you to Region.
Market East is the regional.
Right.
Yeah.
For regional rail trains.
Yeah. Wow.
But I used to go to the gallery every weekend either to look at stuff or people or to buy stuff.
You know, I lost my virginity in the gallery.
Shut up. I don't even want to hear that. Because let me tell you, them bathrooms, ooh.
So I went to the gallery at the tail end when they had the Special K. Do y'all remember that? The Special K, the Kmart. And
Yes.
Kmart, Supermart.
Big
I was
boy.
there. That was like like this was at the very end of the gallery, like when it was like finally about to end. And I remember going there because I came to Philly in 2010 and I've been here ever since. 16 years in Philly. Can you believe it? 16 years. And I was there getting some school supply. Like I was getting some stuff for my dorm room. And I remember we went there and it was just so interesting. Like,
let me tell you something, Ernest. So yeah, you did come at the tail end of the gallery.
Yes.
yeah, that was 2010.
The gallery was
legendary.
Place.
I remember Kate, what was it? I went for an album. Was it FYE? Who had an album? Who was downstairs? I went there to get some CDs, and it was like a CD signature. I think it was Meek Mill's album, Dreams of Nightmare album. They had the signing there, and I went there. I remember that.
Tower.
Remember the
all
fountain?
kinds of stuff. Yes,
with the coins and the pennies.
yes,
and all that. Yes,
right there.
Yeah.
I remember KB Toy Store, and I did the dumbest shit ever. My mom said, "Do you want a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo?" Why the fuck I say I wanted a Nintendo?
Because you didn't know no damn better.
I should have got the Super Nintendo, and she knew. She fucking knew. She
knew.
tried it.
She played mind games.
Yes.
Do you want the deluxe pizza or do you want the meat lovers?
Huh?
I said, do you want the deluxe pizza or do you want the meat lovers?
Yes, bitch. I should have said the meat lovers, but I got the
There you go. They played you.
Fucked up.
They played you.
I'll never forget that. Never, because I was used to the Nintendo. So she could have got me the Super Nintendo. I got it the next year, but still, I didn't like that she. I'll never forget that.
PlayStation or PlayStation 6? I'm like, PlayStation.
Girl, give me the place.
Not knowing no damn
PlayStation. You know, I don't know shit. No, that's so funny. Somebody's tagged me. So apparently they said it's been a lot better this year with Roots Picnic. And I had popped off yesterday. You know, I had this Instagram post that got the girls talking, and I threw some shade, but it is what it is. My whole thing is that, you know, like I said, I'm not having a pity party about not going to Roots Picnic. I don't, like I said before, I don't plan to go. But there has been some major improvements. Apparently, like they're doing a lot with the media people this time around. They're doing them, treating them better. My whole thing I wanted to say, and I did pop off a little bit yesterday, is that a lot of the people who I saw in these pictures and doing this stuff, we was in the same struggle last year. And my whole thing is you all went back after talking all that shit. And I was the one who said something. And I'm just like, you can at least say you're welcome. You can at least tell Daddy thank you for stepping up, you know, and speaking out. Don't act like you don't know why all these things are happening. They're like, oh, yeah, the Roots is so improved. They must have, I don't know how that happened. You know how that happened. And you could have easily just said, you're welcome. Don't be out here being fake. There was an influencer, I'm not going to name their name, but they was online and they were saying some people mad that they can't get in. Baby, I'm not in so that you stay. And I said, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause. You're here because of me. You're here because of I had to go through so that you can get in here and have a good time. So how can you say that because I said I made it clear I wasn't going, I didn't want no one to be confused, that somehow that became you're mad that you're not there? This is what they do, this little shot while they got their food. And then, you know, I heard some folks that got food poisoning at the same event.
Last year or this year?
This year.
Was it country cooking?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would just say that people should just not throw shots. Don't throw shots. Don't be.
How they get food poisoning that fast?
Well, it was an event the night before. It
wasn't Mama Tina's gumbo because they tried to come for her.
They tried to come for her.
Did she bring her gumbo this year to the
No, she did not.
Oh, okay.
First of all, the Roots ain't got that much money to do that. They would have been making them tickets $2,000 for that. We would have been paying $2,000.
Charging the girls $25 for some goddamn gumbo.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
My family went to it. So I know people that went. You know what they told me? So here's the thing. People's doing too much. So let me tell you, I have folks. I said, go, thank you. Somebody said gumbo in the heat is bad business. Thank you. Thank you. Prosperity or prosperity. Thank you. Because that was the biggest issue, was that it's seafood.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play with seafood like that in the heat like that. Mm-hmm. Now, the people that I know that went, they ate it at night. And they said at night it was better because it was cooler, it was a different vibe. The thing about it was that it wasn't that it was bad. It just wasn't gumbo in the way that we know gumbo. Mm-hmm. They just said it tastes like a soup. It was like a very like Creole Cajun type of soup. Mm-hmm. They should have never really said it was gumbo. They said it wasn't bad. It just wasn't gumbo.
Let me tell you, I would have fucked that gumbo up.
Yeah, they enjoyed it. They said it was good. They just said that the issue was, they just said that for them, they said it wasn't bad. They just said it just was like a Creole soup kind of thing.
I've never had gumbo in the 40 years of my life.
Go to New Orleans.
I've never been to New Orleans.
Or you could go to, you know what, in Philly, Rex at the Royal in Philly will do gumbo sometimes.
Yeah, I've never had it, so I would have eaten her gumbo not knowing the difference. Right. So I would have, you know what I mean? I just think whenever it's the Carters or someone associated with the Carters, people are out to criticize. It just doesn't what they're doing. So I expected the criticism. I expected people to say this, that, and the third. It just comes with the name, and people, people don't realize, because the Carters themselves are two people who you rarely hear from if they're not working. If they're not working, you don't hear anything.
They ain't got anything to sell to you. They have nothing to do with you.
They don't have nothing. They're out somewhere minding their goddamn business. But I think that once they come back around, then people's like, oh, now it's the let's have something to say. Let's talk something bad.
Yeah, because they were talking about the health department was there and all of that stuff. Yeah. But let me tell y'all, I love Miss Tina. She minds her business. No, sometimes she posts stuff she shouldn't. But
you know what?
I got a good time.
I have her book.
I listen to it. You got to listen to it, because I'm not reading all of that. I ain't listen to it. She signed it. No, she talks about her life as a child up until now. And it is so good. I didn't finish everything. First of all, she was talking about her Uncle Johnny and stuff like that, and they was teasing him and everything.
You know who book I want?
Huh?
I know people don't want it, but I want it.
What?
Matthew knows. I want his book. I feel like I know y'all don't. I know people have their thoughts, but I feel like her book and his book combined will tell me everything I need to know about everybody else.
He was the blueprint.
I want the parents' book. I don't really care about. I know if Beyonce do a book, she's never going to tell us the full.
I'm gonna sum this up. I'm gonna sum this up for you when I think about Matthew Knows. Matthew Knows think it was him.
Matthew Knows no.
Listen, he thinks it was him to get her where she's at. But let me tell you something. Talent, either you have it or you fucking don't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to know. Okay, go first. You go first.
I'm gonna be fair. He might have helped her put her stilettos on, but from everywhere else, it's not him, and it's her.
Okay,
and you sound like Mikkel 20 years ago.
The same thing about Michael Jackson, bitch. Joe Jackson thought it was him, and it's not him. It's Michael.
I'm gonna say this.
Matthew try to run these record labels, try to do the same thing for these artists, and he didn't have the same magic because it's not him. It's her.
No, I will say this. It's a yes and a no for me. I don't think it's an either or. I think it's a yes and a no. Thank you. Because I was gonna say this. I grew up in Houston. Beyonce went to the same high school I went to for a small period of time. We went to A-Leaf Elsick High School. I stayed, graduated, class president valedictorian. I stayed. But, she went off and did Destiny's Child, and the rest is history. What I will tell you as somebody who is very talented myself, I wouldn't have been able to do what I was able to do without my parents. I have been, when I look at my whole career and what I've been able to achieve, parents give you structure, discipline. When you look at the celebrities that have done well, Usher, Michael Jackson, Britney Spears up until, right? If you notice, all of those parents were the anchor to getting them disciplined. You put any of these people out in Hollywood and in this wild world by themselves, they'll get exploited. They get taken advantage of. They won't have the structure in place to know their value. They won't have the self-confidence, the self-esteem, the business acumen to know how to do those things. Those parents instill all of that in their kids and guide them through it. Then eventually you do grow up and you do grow out, right? Eventually you do fly on your own and your wings. But there's a lot of great talented artists that have done some wonderful things, but never will hit that peak because they did not have that parental support. TLC is a good example. That's what happened. Tony Braxton is a good example. Like a lot of your faves that are super talented, when you think about how they haven't been able to maximize their talent, is because they did not have that type of structure. You look at like Chris Brown versus Usher. Like Chris Brown's mom was in the mix slightly, but I feel like Usher's mom was giving them that discipline. Michael Jackson.
Usher's mom don't get her flowers.
When you hear Michael Jackson, when you heard what Joe Jackson said, we watched that movie and he said to them specifically, if you did, he said, if I would let you go off and do your thing, people would not understand you. You would have been weird. They would have played with you. They would have definitely, if Michael Jackson did not have a family unit around him at a young age that he did, it would have been, I think a lot of his weirdness and his uniqueness and all the quirks would have definitely been a barrier to him having the success he has. Because the moment his parents out the picture and he got really, really up there, it got real weird, real fast, and we didn't have that structure. So I'm saying at the end of the day, they got the talent, but talent plus parental advisement equals longevity.
But not all of them.
But that's what he's saying for some. And
I
agree with the parental.
But yeah, I agree with that too. But just like how y'all say that, yes, because the family is there. But sometimes you can have your family there and they still every fucking thing.
Think about Brandy.
But those
I know that's not what he meant. But I'm just saying, like
those are parents who are out for cash grab for themselves.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are.
Somebody
and
like you said,
you and the child are the cash cow,
right? But somebody like you said, Usher's mom,
she don't get her flowers.
You know,
she don't.
Even Alicia Keys' mom, Beyonce's parents. These are people who made sure that their children didn't get taken advantage of.
I just feel like yeah, Matthew was there, Tina was there, but listen, from the beginning, and we all know this, and y'all can fight me as much as y'all want. I'm talking about everybody. It was always about Beyonce in this, like she's going to be solo, right? She's going to be the star. She was always in the center. She was always the voice. She was always everything. And in the beginning, that shit got rocky because it was like, hold the fuck up, bitch. Beyonce struggling and Kelly over here flourishing. Like, what the fuck? They changed everything about Beyonce and this 70s shit. They got rid of that shit. Said, Kelly, you go up first and we're going to give you some bullshit. When it should have never happened that way. I feel like if you're going to support the girls, they all should have had the same support. Whether I'm your dad, your mom, or not. Kelly did not get that. And they all were under the same roof, technically. But I think that Beyonce got that little bit of push, but she already had it.
Do you think work ethic comes into play with that as well?
Yes, Beyonce already had it. Yeah. But it's not just, listen, I don't care how many times Beyonce rehearsed. She already had it. Beyonce could give us some mediocre shit, and them girls is going to eat it the fuck up. Because I, like, as much as everybody loves Lemonade, girl, I can't stand Lemonade. Everybody be like, oh, it's the greatest album of this country, of the century. Bitch, where? Not to me, you know, but Beyonce can give you, she can say sing ABCs, and these girls going to go the fuck off now. It's
right. But I will say,
but Beyonce paid her due. She did her thing. But the talent that she has, as driven as she is, yes, her parents played a little bit of a part, but it's her.
Yeah, but she can't. I'm not saying it's not. No one's saying it isn't. But I'm just saying that. I think like something about Brandy. Brandy's a good example as well. When you have that foundation of parental, that does play the launching pad. You can't separate it. Like, yes, my work is my work, but I'm sorry. Like, if I did not have I mean, I grew up in the south side of Houston. I mean, Philly is Philly, but y'all know Houston a little wild too. It could have went a whole different way for me. I could have went a whole different direction. I would have probably been on a different type of screen. You know, it could have been a whole different way. Like, listen, I could have been on Bridget Raw or something. I could have been on some type of, dog pound. I could have been somewhere else. I could have been sputtered out. Okay, I could have been went a different direction. I would have been a different direction.
Dog pound.
But I just was like, no, because it's like I can't tell you how many times I go to these schools. I go to schools all the time, and I'm a professor at community college at CCP. Right. And I see so many of those kids, and I'm like working with them and mentoring them, and they'll tell me like, man, I wasn't even gonna go back to school. I wasn't even gonna go to work. I wasn't even gonna go somewhere. How quickly you could take someone's personality and put them in the wrong place. So what am I like? Look at our friend Diggy. Now he in Harrisburg.
Okay. Yes.
He could have been, what I'm saying? He could have been somewhere else.
Yep.
And so that's why I say all of us could have been.
Even me.
You already know. All of us, right?
Out there.
We all could have went. And so without the structure, the support, mentors, moms, grandmas, folks like that even with the talent could have been used in the wrong direction. I have talent, but my talent could have been used in a different direction.
Well, you know what? Your talent would have been on Dog Pound. Mine would have been on Tags.
Yes. You know what? You remember
blindfolded? You blindfolded?
You remember BGC chat? Black, what is that? Black Gay chat?
Or that room.
BGC Live back in the day.
BGC
Throwback.
Live.
That's a throwback. Yeah, BGC Live.
That room that's familiar with that everybody's familiar with, that one bedroom with the wooden door. Y'all know what I'm talking
about?
Yes.
What was his name?
Shorty.
Oh yeah, with the neck in.
With him.
Yeah. You know what
I went to school. I feel bad for
her. Yeah. And they always act like they don't know what they're doing.
Yes. They don't know why I'm there.
Like,
we just coming, man. We just coming through.
I remember he used to dance in school, like
Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald Robinson. That's his name. Like, I remember him. And porn would never be the route I thought it would be for him to go.
But that's what I'm saying. We could have all been out on the stroll. There's no shame. And there's no shame to people that do sex work. If it's consensual, legal, of age, and responsibly. Yeah, there's no shame there. Yeah. What I'm saying is that, well, first of all, we're talking about back in the day, because now
everybody's a content creator these days. Content creator is flash for I fucking whatever. Like, I don't even like to say content creator because I'm a YouTuber.
I don't. Well, so that's why I said, somebody called me. They said to me, "Are you an influencer or a content creator?" First of all,
I'm a journalist.
Big J, capital J. Don't forget the J. Right? Let's go. These are okay. Don't play with it. Second of all, influencer versus that. I said I'm not influential. I'm not an influencer. I'm influential.
Yes.
We gonna make this an adjective. We're not gonna make this a noun. This is an adjective. I'm influential. It's an adjective. We're not gonna make this a noun. Influencer. I'm just saying, influencer. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just like the people that often say they are influencers. I'm like, who are you and what do you do?
Right. Yeah.
And what do you do? How you inspiring people? You know, we were influencers before that was a thing. I guess we were all that. Yeah. Right. All of us on here, we was all like.
I got a serious question.
Go ahead.
And I know the answer is yes.
Okay.
Have you been threatened? By who and why?
The who? Are you asking specific about a who or in general?
I'm sure you've been threatened because you.
Well, let's be clear. Y'all can Google this. I was taken to the counterterrorism unit a couple years ago by the police department. They interrogated me about something I wrote about the neighborhood, actually, on my Facebook page. And they took me to the counterterrorism unit and asked me, they had me in there for an hour, like, because I was covering the Mummers. It was related to the Mummers parade. Mm-hmm. Another thing I was banned from.
Well, bitch, don't nobody go no more.
No,
Before we
No.
found out they was racist and stuff.
Exactly, because of me, because I was covering that.
Mhm.
But they detained me. I was never arrested. I was never charged with anything because I didn't do a crime. But they just was able to just pick me up, take me to the little room or whatever, close the doors. I had a lawyer. I have a team. That's the thing too. I'd be like, y'all think I don't got nobody? Like, I ain't got no, but it was a whole thing. Yeah. And they had a complaint. A complaint was filed and things were settled. That's all I can say.
Wow. From you going to this
Mummers.
Yeah, the parade. I was covering.
When you said something about the blackface?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's a whole article about it. This was in the Inquirer a couple years ago. But if you put my name,
drunk in them
tourism unit, all that, it'll come up
kinds
there.
of stuff.
Huh?
They said, but they be drunk in the streets saying all kinds of stuff.
They don't play with. Listen. I tell people, don't play with me. Let me just pop my shit. It will cost you. It's gonna cost a lot trying to handle me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not the one to play with. I'm too smart. I have someone's Ivy League degree, someone's master's. Like I'm not these little, I don't know why people play with me like that. I guess because I'm too approachable. I guess like I'm very chill. I can have fun, but it's like, don't play with me like that. I said, what am I being here for? Have you read my rights? Why am I here? Like they think I don't know why they play with me like that. I was like, why would you think this is okay? That you could just be like, mind you, I follow directions. Once you summon me, I'm like, all right. I'll come in.
Nice little.
I know my rights.
Mm-hmm.
We was out of there in an hour. They said, "Oh yeah, he doesn't." I said, "Am I being charged?" No, we just had questions. Questions. You could have asked me on the phone the questions. Why would you bring me in this building like you wasn't gonna let me out?
Scare you.
Like you a terrorist because you
trying to scare
something?
You're so right. It was a Mikkel, you're so right. It was an intimidation tactic. The whole point was to basically make me scared to not talk my shit. I talk my shit 10 times more the next day.
Right. That's all it was. To scare
all right, Ernest, since you here, right? Well,
this Diddy tape. Go ahead.
Since I woke up this morning, right? I saw this Diddy tape.
Mm-hmm.
And I see why Diddy hired these people to do the sex work. Because I didn't see anything on Diddy. All I seen was his hand covering his private parts while the man was getting his dick sucked. Excuse my language.
Where was I at when this video came out?
It just came out.
Well, I was
just
in
the internet. Somebody said, "Where is it?" The internet.
It's on the internet. I mean,
I still have a Twitter account because I feel like Twitter is a cesspool. I don't really use Twitter that often. I still have an account because I got followers. But like everything is on Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter is the gutter.
Twitter is beyond the gutter.
It's not nothing. It's not nothing you want to bust a nut to. It was very boring to me.
Well, who recorded?
Diddy.
Oh,
Diddy was there, and it had his tattoo. It had his
so that's how you know it was him. Yeah,
Diddy, and he was talking. You heard his voice.
Somebody said they found it. They said, "Where is it?" Then they found it. You see that?
Very boring, not entertaining.
No.
And I can see why Diddy had people doing his work, and this is why men, with small penises, they do so much because they lack in areas. So they have to do all of this extra shit. And the first thing I thought about was how did he make all of those kids with that? But some girls.
Let me tell you something.
He's a rich man.
I know somebody, y'all. I know someone who's is the size of this, and this is no exaggeration. I think I've told you about this person plenty of times. And
are they a famous person?
No.
Okay.
And they
famous for that dick. Sorry,
but they have 5 kids, and I always wonder after we're finished, what are these people seeing in you? Because it's so little. So little.
But listen, what's little to somebody else might be grand to somebody else.
Ernest, let me tell
you, everybody's standards are very different.
Let me tell you something. That's not little.
I know.
Oh. Ernest, let me tell you something. There's no way somebody on this side of glory would ever think that the person I'm talking about is big. There's no way. There's no way. At one point, the first time I ever, I thought it was a joke. I said, wait a minute. This looks like a 7-year-old child because it was so, oh
One time I got by the camera angle because sometimes it's how you position your phone. And I was over it. Like, what the fuck am I doing? You gotta. I said no, I can't.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to be crude, but I would just say that I'm a little,
I know you married, so you can't really.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I will say this. I will talk hypothetically. Hypothetically, not that this is something close to me. Many years ago in 2011, when it was the summer of 11, I don't know. I'm just hypothetically, but people started doing that thing where they were showing pictures of other people's, and somebody may have seen it and say, "Wait a minute, that's not you. That's not you. That I know who that belongs to. That does not belong to you." Still a photo. It wasn't me. It wasn't mine. But it was somebody else's that I may have known. And I was like, that's not yours. Give it back.
Right.
There are people on the internet doing that.
Right.
On the internet.
Yeah, people lie about their size.
Yes.
So you know what? It's like, I used to be like, go on FaceTime because I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
No. Once you get like that,
or do something to give a signal, like
I need to see another picture,
two peace signs or something next to it. So
because you know why? Because I am such a I've been online since I was like 16, and I'm not talking about being like
chronically online, extremely online.
I've seen stuff. I know when it's professional. I know when it's homemade.
That's right.
So I fucking know. Like, if a picture is too clean and ain't got no grit in it, no, bitch, that's somebody else's. That's not you. Like, my eyes are just trained. I can see AI. I know AI when I see it. I don't have to guess it, bitch. I just know. So yeah, so I know when people be lying. I know when people be real. I know when it's screenshotted because I look in the details.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Just people using fake stuff in images.
Yeah, of themselves. Yes.
Well, you can also save it to your phone, and then the timestamp will come up.
Oh yeah, it'll tell you if it's screenshotted.
And the one thing though, on remember BGC Live when that was like a thing. Remember when BGC Live was happening, Google image search. That's when I learned from Catfish. You can see pictures.
Put the picture in
right for that. But the new thing now is AI. Like, I'm so scared for people now with the AI stuff. That's like, I have to get off the market.
Well, if you do decide you want to, for me, this is what I do, bitch. I need a phone number and we need to FaceTime. I do it for my safety. And I also know if people that lie about their age. And a lot of stuff be happening where you meet these people offline and you get robbed, and I just be like, how? Because some people like that anonymous shit, and then you get clunked in the head and your shit end up missing, and you can't even find who they was looking for. You gotta no. One thing I don't want to do is I don't ever want to be a story where I'm online because I was doing some dumb shit. That's something I don't want. But people do it all the time. And they just fall for the dumb shit. That's why I be like, no kids. No, if you under a certain age, I don't want to fuck with you. Like,
listen, I go on these campuses. I got confused as a student every time I go because I don't know Philly. I don't know what's in the Philly water, but I'm community college, and I'll be walking, and folks be like, "No, I'm a professor. I am not a student. I am not a student." And the kids are all looking. I don't know what's going on with the food. I don't know, like. There's like that thing where people be looking so grown.
Yeah, they do. Ernest, let me tell you something. Some of these 18 and 19-year-olds, I be thinking they're like 25, 26.
Yeah.
They don't
look older than me.
Yeah, I'm like,
this is going to be, look at this. 35 in October. 35 in October.
Ernest, I need to know your secret, bitch, because you done lost too much weight, bitch. What you was doing?
Intermittent fasting. And also, I'm going to tell you this, because I can tell y'all this. You remember I was a food editor, right, at Eater.
And you was a food critic.
A food critic. I was going out 5 times a week. And I don't know if people know this, and I never really, I talk about it sometimes, but, they will, feed you. feed you. And you'll go and say, okay, I just want a little dinner, a little appetizer. And so when I first started the job, and so my case was when I started getting my weight was I was overeating because it would be a situation where when you go to these events, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be some little light bites. Because you know how that be, passing out the little small orders. Like, I need a real meal. So I would eat before I go. But then, you know, my visibility, oh, no. You don't get the finger food. You sit here, you get the
full meal.
And I'm like, you know, you think that's like one time. Then it becomes a whole thing. Then they want you to take pictures because I used to never put pictures up of the little appetizer. I'm like, I'm not putting that on my page. They want a meal. People want to see what you eating. Steaks, wines, you eating, you drinking 4 times a week. We never ate on Mondays because restaurants in Philly don't open on Mondays typically, but it would be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like a song, and a Sunday brunch. And you doing that for 2.5 years. I never wasted it. Let me be very clear. I didn't waste anything. I don't waste food. I ate everything.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this?
Restaurants. I was at Steak 48. I was at all these places. But the thing about me was that my metabolism, before I had to eat a roll, y'all remember me, I'm back to where I was 10 years ago when everybody saw me. I ate. I had a good time. I lived. And then, of course, I stopped doing food. I do some food critic, but I don't do it as aggressive anymore because I'm not an eater anymore. So now, you know, I got to eat at home. Oh, okay. We ain't having steak filet. I got to eat at home.
Oh, okay.
So, well, I was at Steak 48 last night, so I kid you not. But now, you know, I'm not going out all the time eating. And also, too, I, you know, I joined some new groups and things. And so, you know.
So you working out with people and stuff? Or
I have a gym in my building.
Okay.
24/7.
Yeah, because
so that was all, and I moved. So when I moved and I had the gym, then it was like. But the one thing for me that worked though was intermittent fasting. I'm not a doctor or physician, so let me just put the disclaimer: I can't advise anybody to do anything. For me, it was intermittent fasting.
So you were like 12 hours on 12 hours. What was the best times for you?
My best time, and I still am on this time. It's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
That's when you would fast.
Yeah. I would eat some stuff. I mean, little light things. I was never like nothing at all, but like light. But 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. was my like core hours. Like I would 8
p.m. you would have dinner. Like
no, you can't eat. You can't eat after 8 p.m.
Well, yeah. So that was I saying. So I'm saying 8 p.m. I wouldn't eat after 8 all the way to 8 a.m. So I would eat in between. My 12 hours is throughout night. So you're right, Kev. It would be before 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then so 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. That was like my time.
To eat.
No.
Not to eat. Oh, to not
I would eat from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah, but you would eat very small portions.
Yeah, light. You're chill. But that would be my time though. But then 8 p.m.
to 8 a.m.
stopping to 8 a.m. That was my time zone. So that was my thing. But the other thing I would say though with it though is that you also gotta know yourself. Like it don't matter. You gotta know what your cravings. My cravings was Uber Eats late at night. Uber Eats late at night was my thing. I used to always Uber Eats. I love me some ice cream. I still love me some ice cream to this day. But I had my vices. Salt and vinegar chips, a hoagie, yes. With an Arnold Palmer. That was like my like munchie snack that I will always get into. But you gotta know your vices. And so for me, it was like I had to eat things in lieu of. So sparkling water that's flavored. Green grapes did all my cravings. Greek yogurt, but you know, fruit and other than eating ice cream. Like finding the little things that I could eat that was not the crazy thing to like still give me my whatever your taste bud is, you think if you eat something else, it will still give you the same satisfaction as whatever that thing is.
See, mine is I don't even want to say it's so much food but I think mine is just sugary drinks.
Oh yes.
Like I'm so big on that and I'm trying so hard to stop it because it's like I can have I don't even want to tell y'all how many sodas I would drink a day.
Sparkling water.
Like mine is just that and it's just
sparkling water.
If Raquel came back in here looking like 2011, I would think something wrong.
Yeah. Listen, but you'd be surprised because once you know what your habits are and you stop doing those things, it drops.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I stopped doing like ice cream, all this, people will say, "Well, you be on that Jenny's." I love Jenny's. I do love Jenny's ice cream.
They got the best ice cream.
They do. I have a fridge. I have a freezer right now. All the flavors. But for me, it's Greek yogurt. That's my thing.
Yeah. See, Greek yogurt is something about the texture of it I don't F with like that.
I mean, for me, I like it because it just reminds me of like a smooth ice cream, but not frozen. And then I love the green grapes has been my thing over candy because that was a thing, like all that sugary candy, like that fruity candy.
Mm-hmm.
Green grapes do whatever I want that sour candy to do for me. Whatever Sour Patch Kids, it do for me. That's my thing. But you gotta find your thing. I think popcorn too. Popcorn has been my thing to get over potato chips.
Okay. See, I'm not a big popcorn eater. I mean,
like a flavored popcorn though, like a fun flavored popcorn, but not the caramel one because you might as well eat a bar of candy at that point. But like really light, like the caramel. Like people are like, oh, I eat popcorn. Girl, this is that caramel popcorn. You might as well eat candy at this point. That's candy.
Yeah,
I like a nice little white cheddar, a little light, little whatever. It would do the trick.
I like popcorn. Popcorn is not my go-to, but if you have a bag and I don't even like that flavor popcorn. I just like butter.
Yeah.
But I try to stay away from it because I'm one of those people, I do not like it in my teeth. Like I just hate that.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. So it's like popcorn in my teeth is like listening to someone scrape their fingers against a chalkboard. Like it just bothers me to the point where I have to stop what I'm doing and get it the fuck out of my teeth. I can't sit here no longer and talk. So I try to stay away from it because of that. Because of that and only that. Other than that, I love the way it tastes. I really do. But yeah, I really need to get rid of this sugary habit because I'm turning 40 at the end of the year. And I don't want to look like I'm 50 when I'm turning 40.
Oh.
So yeah.
It's possible you could do it, Mikhail.
Oh, I know it's possible.
What you gonna do?
I don't like for me, I don't smoke.
You gotta have a plan, bitch. What's your exit plan?
I didn't say I didn't have a plan. I just said I just needed to start. I need to pick it.
Well, you gotta find out what's the thing. Like because I tell you, once you know what is keeping you, like some people be like, oh, I'm eating salad. I'm eating salads. I'm eating this. But I'm like, it don't matter if that's not the thing that you need to cut. Like it's like Lent. Like how they say at Lent, you have to cut something for Lent.
Right.
If you be cheating, they be cutting stuff they don't do. Oh, I'm cutting smoking. Well, if you don't smoke already, it doesn't matter.
But you know what? But you know what?
The thing that I knew what I had to cut. Like once I cut those things, like for me, it was like I can't eat out all the damn time because I was showing off. I was doing the most. I was appetizers, main course. We splitting the pasta with the main course. We definitely doing dessert, and then we drinking every single course. And that drinking, you drinking and that's the combo right there. And you doing that 3-4 times a week.
A lot of people, don't even realize too, like you said, for Lent, when you're cutting things, the purpose for Lent when you're cutting things is to cut things and not go back to it.
Okay.
Not to cut it for 30 days and then run back to it. Now, I'm not saying you're cutting. I'm not saying
you're doing it wrong.
Well, yeah. Well, no, listen, but I'm not saying you're cutting ice cream for good. You may be saying I'm eating ice cream. I'm taking it down to 1 times a day rather than eating it 3 times a day. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to stop eating it for three times a day for those 30 days for Lent, then you need to make sure after Lent you stick to that. Because
let me tell you, cut beer. Everybody, stop drinking beer. If you drink beer, don't drink beer. I don't drink beer.
Yeah, me neither. I don't need
beer will no, but beer will do no beer do it. Don't drink beer. I don't drink beer. I don't do beer. And you know what? I've stayed away from bread as much as possible. I do stay away from bread. Bread will do it. All them bread baskets. When I look back at the times when I was heavier, especially when I was going to these events, it was always bread baskets. Bread.
You know what's so crazy? You say that because
bread, baby. I had to cut the bread. I had to cut the beer. Cut the bees. All the bees.
The
bread.
I get
beer.
The more I'm like, if I'm eating a burger,
biscuits,
I will take the bun and just get rid of it and just eat the meat, which is I don't know if I call that strange, but the older I get, I'll get a burger and then just take the meat off and just eat the meat and just get rid of the bread. And the more I do that, the more I realize, wait a minute, this is a lot of fucking bread. Like Burger King's buns are
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Also, when I would go to Chipotle back in the days to do the bowls, I just do bowls now.
Yeah, like it's like
y'all can't give me all that tortilla. Like Chipotle do the most with those big huge tortilla. Nah, we're gonna do a bowl. Give me what I want on the inside. Cut the rest.
I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot get rid of Red Lobster's biscuits. I just will never get rid of.
Well, you deserve one thing you like, but you better like it. It better be quality. That's what I mean. You pick your vice, right?
Yes.
You want to do 5 hours in VIP at Goose Picnic, or do you want to do $10 for Pay LaBelle? You gotta pick your poison. I'll pay $10 at Pride for Pay LaBelle. I'm not doing $1,000 to be 5 hours in line.
Give me a fucking show though. If I'm paying
exactly right, I pick my poison. So a Red Lobster biscuit, cheddar biscuit is worth it, but just everybody's bread basket at every damn place, no. And Philly loves to put everything in bread. Y'all some bread eating.
Don't they?
Texas, you know me. I'll be like, where I'm from. I mean, Texas, we do bread is all right, but everything with y'all got a bun. Everything. Pizza. Stromboli.
Now
everything y'all do is in a bun. Y'all done got even crazy. Was it pretzel buns?
Yes,
you done did everything.
What's the heart attack?
Bread eating, y'all some bread eating bastards in Philly. Y'all love y'all some damn bread. Everything is bread. I started seeing people put the soup in a bread bowl. I said, what is wrong with you all?
Now I just seen on Instagram yesterday they have these breakfast sandwiches on a donut. And like egg and
y'all some dough eating
donut. It's like,
heathens. Y'all some dough yeast eating heathens. Cheese steak egg rolls.
Wait.
Yeah, well, I love.
All right, we ain't getting to.
I love a cheesesteak egg roll.
I know I said on Twitter, Instagram, we may not get to all the topics, but come on. So Kevin Hart's roast, right?
Goodbye.
Yes.
No. Wait. Fucking wait.
Cancel.
Now, I don't have a couple drinks, right? Now, wait a minute.
Yes.
Now, wait a minute. Wait one moment. Wait 1 second. Let's wait 1 second. Right? Okay. The roast for me, I did enjoy the roast, right? What I didn't like, I'm going to tell you what I didn't like, is that people had to take it on the chin about the deaths of their family members. I did not like that.
I can imagine that, yeah.
Everything else, fair game. Everybody had a good time. It was fun, but it's something, let me tell y'all, it's something, and this for me personally, I don't like when white people play the N game, the N-word game. You can't play that with me in no type of fashion. No. It would never be funny to me.
Because you can't play with them like that.
No. But you know why they play it, right? They play it because some of us allow them to play.
Come on.
Right. Stop allowing them to play. If
he wants to tap dance, and they're going to give him a show. If you want to tap dance, they're going to give you a show.
My mom used to always say, when we were younger, my mom always used to say, if you let someone disrespect you one time, they're going to
do it again. So you can't give a shenanigan, because if you give them a shen, they're going to again. So don't let the shenanigan with me at all.
Yep. So don't let them do it one time. Right. And we allow them to do it.
And they did it a lot.
That's why they do it. But I agree with you, Ernest, about the roast. I wasn't here. Yeah. First of all, can I be honest with y'all? Can I be really honest? I'm really not here for Kevin Hart.
Like, I'm over him. I'm so over him.
My mom hated Kevin Hart.
Like the more I feel like he's so, what's the word I want to use?
I think he's out there
Hollywoodized and
he don't even come
he's so far away from reality because he's so drenched in Hollywood and like he's not even funny to me. Like it's like no. I could care less about him. I could care less about a roast. I just like, I'm thinking like to myself, he's so like, is he really roast material? Like, I thought you had to be like in the game for like 30, 40 years.
No. I think Kevin Hart definitely deserved his roast.
Oh, please.
He's been here. He's made a lot of movies and a lot of them did good.
He one of the few that's not been canceled. That's what it is.
Right.
I never liked him.
Almost canceled.
Well, but he survived it though, right? He's one of the few that we have that has not been fully canceled. I don't like him. I think he panders. I think
I'm about to say he dots his eyes. He dots his eyes and crosses T's.
He's a pick me.
He knows what he's doing.
He's a pick me. He plays it up for himself. and he's doing whatever is money. He's a sellout.
I don't like how he defended the George Floyd.
Of course, because he's a sellout.
I didn't laugh at that, and I didn't like it. And you
because he's a sellout. He knew. Well, let me say this though. Let me tell you what's funny about this whole joke roasting thing that no one wants to talk about. There were jokes that they had to censor out, and they did not run on air. There were like 16 jokes that the comedians could not make. Guess which ones those were? But anywho, 16 jokes that was not approved
about Donald Trump
or other things.
But
yes. 16 jokes. And it's funny to me that this is your roast, and these 16 jokes, they were told, no, cut it. But you let those go. You couldn't say, you know what? Now that right there, along with the other things that was joked about, that I guess was off limits, these were okay to be on limits. So don't tell me that all of a sudden jokes are jokes when 16 jokes didn't go through. But all the jokes. But I guess there is a line. There is always a line when it's not us.
Yeah, I love this. Underwood.
There is a line all of a sudden, and he's allowed it. He's allowed it because I bet you if it was Cat Williams, his whole thing he said was it was prophecy. He said this man right here, and he did exactly what he was. He is who he is, and at this point, I can't be disappointed with somebody I don't believe in. Right. Kevin Hart does not disappoint me because I don't expect anything more from him. I don't expect anything from him. He's doing exactly what I want him to do. You can only disappoint me if I had high expectations for you. I have the same amount of expectations as length, short and small.
That's right. That's right.
I have low expectations. He's low.
Yep.
I don't expect him to be any higher.
I agree.
So when everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did this. When has he ever taken the higher ground? When has he ever done the thing that would speak to justice and social issues? This man has always chose to placate towards whiteness and racism at its own detriment.
He definitely panders, and that was the word I was looking for.
Yeah, he panders.
And Cat Williams, not even during the roast, but prior to the roast, he hit it on the head when it came to Kevin Hart. Like, it's like I didn't want to believe him at first, but then I'm like, yeah, no, you were absolutely right. What you said about him, your analysis on him is just spot on. It's just like he is who he is, and it's so unfortunate because it's like you don't even remind me of someone who even came from Philly. Like you just give total sellout. You just give total sellout, and it's so unfortunate. It really is. But I mean, if they like it, I love it.
Listen, he has sold his soul. He's making his money.
Yeah.
He wants to be picked. He wants to be chose. He's a pick me.
He's a pick me.
Industry pick me.
Yep.
He's going to tap dance and say whatever they want to say.
That's right.
And the reality is that us as a community, right, as a culture, we as Black people, this is what we got to do as Black folks, though. We got to stop automatically putting people in conversations that they clearly don't want to be in.
Yeah. Yeah.
He don't want to be in that movement space. He does not want to be in that type of community with us. He does not. I'm not going to force feed anyone to do. I'm just going to, it took me time, like writing my lovely book, you know, this great book here, The Case for Cancel Culture. I do the audio book. I do all the things. In this book, I wrestle with the reality of people like having an expectation for folks. You know how we do this thing with, oh, Beyonce don't talk on this issue, or this person don't talk on this issue, or they don't do this. We have every right to be disappointed with it. But once a person shows you who they are consistently on the matter, then the responsibility is up to you whether you choose to continue to buy in or buy out. So for me, I don't expect anything from Kevin Hart. I don't like Kevin Hart. I don't find him funny. I don't find him amusing. And so therefore, anytime he do something stupid, I'm not going to expect anything. And I do feel the same way about Amanda Seales. And I don't mean this in shade to her. I know people have their thoughts about Amanda Seales and her ideas. But I just feel like with her is that there's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be a goalpost and a double standard. There's always going to be a contradiction. There's always going to be hypocrisy. And there's always going to be a reality where she does not take any accountability for the shit that she do. She's always going to be the victim, and she's always going to never know other sides to the same coin. And that's what you're going to always get with her. Now, if you like that and you want to continue to let that happen, let it happen. Or you can move on and just say, listen, Why am I giving this person this much? Her biggest role was what? I don't even know what.
My brother and me.
My brother and me, whatever. That's it. Like, is this a person that we have to waste all of our energy on? Or we could just simply as a community go, you know what? I don't care for her. Move on. That's how I feel about Dr. Umar. Move on. Boosie, you got what? 2 great songs.
I don't
You got 2 great songs.
Let me tell you,
I don't care about what. I'm never going to react or respond to anything you say anymore about gay people. You clearly have a gay problem. You clearly think about us more than we think about you.
Yeah.
Speaking of the gay, I want to talk about. Wait,
go ahead.
Because we know Boosie. Like, I don't think he gay, but I think he do too much.
He's just obsessed.
He's just obsessed. He's one of those straight men that are obsessed with gay men because in the back of his mind, there's something that he wants to try just so he can say whether he likes it.
Well, let me tell you something.
I'm serious.
Let me tell you something.
Because my father used to say years ago, he used to always say, things that you are not into does not grab your attention.
Exactly.
It just doesn't. Exactly. It doesn't grab your attention. So if you are not into something, you have no thought about it. You have no rhyme or reason. There's no reason why you would ever talk down on something
women are
that you're not interested in.
If women ain't dropping their shirts for you, what makes you think a man will? And this is the real life. I'm talking about real life shit. If women don't go off for you everywhere you go, what makes you think that a man is doing that too?
So let me be clear. I am from the South, and someone said Boosie is a hood legend in the South. He is. But the problem is, though, is that he has tarnished his legacy. He's tarnished his legacy with these antics. It's like he's now become a joke. And what you said earlier, Kev, Mikkel, I thought about this with another conversation, and people were saying this, and this actually will circle back to something we talked about earlier, Kev, about the mayor. So people will always say to me, oh, you're going after a black woman, you're going after this, and what about when the white people do it? And I said, I don't infatuate myself with white people all day, every day. I'm more invested in my community and black people. So when I see black people doing something wrong, I'm more interested in having a conversation with black people about black people and the issues that's impacting us. Some of y'all are so obsessed with white people and what they do all day that you don't ignore what's happening in our community that you can't even connect the dots. Now, I can connect the dots and see when racism do play a role, but if we're always obsessed with what other people are doing on the other side, then when are we going to prioritize our own standards? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't write for white people. I don't obsess over white people. I don't need white people's validation to make my work feel good or bad or whatever. I'm more invested in issues and communities with people that look like me than anything else. It's not to say that I don't hold white people accountable for the stuff they do to us. Mm-hmm. I'm just not going to put these people as a priority. So when someone told me, well, you didn't say that when the white mayor did it, I said, well, actually I did. And second of all, why are we talking about him when she's the current mayor now?
That's right. That's right.
Like, why am I talking about what this white person doing when she's in the position right now?
Because we say the same thing.
I kind of miss Mary Kinney.
We say the same thing to Trump when he brings up Biden and everybody else. Why are we talking about them? You're the president now,
right? Why are you talking about them? But that's what I'm saying. We do the same thing that we accuse the other side of doing.
That's right.
And that's why I'm just saying, in Philadelphia, there's nobody white really in city council running our government in Philly. It's mostly black people. We got mostly black city council people. Right. We got a black mayor. We got a black police chief.
This is an urban city.
This is very black. Yes. And so we're having the same problems that you would think we was in Tulsa, Oklahoma with some of the injustices we are experiencing. I just understand that why do we have black folks in leadership and power and we still have the same results? And if we say something about it, then all of a sudden, well, why you're not critiquing white people? Ain't that many white people in government in Philadelphia to be critiquing? Like I would have to go out my way to find somebody. Who? You want the city commissioner?
Right.
The Republican city councilman that's in the Northeast? The Northeast don't bother nobody. Like, why am I in the Northeast?
That's a whole different world up there. They don't bother a soul.
Nobody bother nobody. Like, why am I going to the Northeast picking a fight when I'm in West Philly and I'm around all this nonsense in my own areas?
Yes.
Did you go to Porch Fest yesterday?
My best friend did. Jamarcus went. He went down there.
Okay.
Listen, he took a picture and was like, I looked, because we all live in West. I was like, I wanted to go and I was like, it's too much outside. Let me stay my ass in the house.
I slept through most of it, okay?
I don't know how you did that.
I slept through the binging and banging. I did.
The littlest noise.
Man, let me stay my ass in the house. I was going to because I could walk, where we are. I could walk a couple blocks down, turn the corner. But see, I'm the type of person where I stop somewhere. Because passing over there is where 48th Street Grill is and them little restaurants, little cafes. I would have been in there in the cool and would have just been eating something.
48th Street in a minute.
You ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, me and Mikkel went there one time when BET had a special day with the black community and black businesses.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
That was so long ago, but
I remember that.
I feel like they prices is too damn high, and it's all right. It's not the best food.
Go to Uber Eats, Caribbean D's.
Caribbean D's.
It's Jamaican. No, it's
Jamaican D's on 22nd Street.
I guess that's what it is, Jamaican D's.
Maybe I've been there.
Yeah, Jamaican D's. Well, you could order right now, Uber Eats. I like them. They're good. Every time I'm like craving, they got a 2-for-1 special right now, platters on Uber Eats right now. Y'all to hear from me. Just look at
that's what I don't need to be eating.
Well, that's my dinner and that's my lunch. So one platter is for the dinner, one for the lunch. So that's how I do it.
That you eat between 8 and 8. I know that's
right. Yeah, you clock it, catch it. There you go.
Bitch, I was like, Ernest is losing weight, bitch. What's
yes. Everybody swear I'm on Ozempic. Let me tell you this.
Ain't nothing wrong if you was.
I'm not judging, but let me say this though. I, as a journalist and the person that talked to physicians, that drug is for people that are diabetic and overweight. But you should really use it if you are pre-diabetic or diabetic. There's other drugs on the market, Monzero and all the things. I don't take any of that. I am somebody that just was like, I'm scared of side effects personally. For me, if not, the doctor said, look, you need to take Ozempic, you this, you that. I definitely would take it if I can. But if you're not diabetic, if you don't qualify, don't take a drug that is not for you. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Because people told me that, and I'm like, when I hear people say that, I'm like,
they're all the same thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, are you diabetic? Are you blah 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 blah? They're like, no. I said,
well, blood pressure too. If you have high blood pressure,
well, if you have that, right? If you have other things that's connected for those symptoms, you should take it. But if you don't have those things, sit your ass down and shake that head and say no to that food, or get a physician, a dietitian. I have a gym. I'm fortunate enough to have a gym that's 24/7 upstairs. I work from home most of the time. I'm an independent man. So, I got a gym. You can work it out. You don't have to take these things if you don't have to. And I tell people that all the time. What'd you say?
Nothing.
I just tell people take it. And I think too is this also, and I don't want those shade.
Go ahead.
Not shade, but people, I say, y'all just, I'll go there a little bit. I'll go there. There are people that do that, and the skin quality, the face, the things.
Sunken. Look at Ernest, child. Bitch, where you get that neck from? I need to buy one.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not flabbing, honey. It's some people that's doing it.
You going in?
They look dead. So all I'm saying is, if I was doing something like that, you wouldn't be looking like this. It wouldn't be looking like this. That's all I say. Because when I saw certain people when I went to the Grammys, I said,
Olympic Village.
It's giving death becomes her. That's all I'm going to say. I saw some folks and I said, see, so I tell people with me, we tight. We tight here. We there's no flab. There's no,
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know. For those who didn't know, that's how you know. That's how you know. And I love Death Becomes Her. And I love the act. Look, Meryl and listen, that's what I tell the people. That takes work. It takes sleep, good sex, keep a vitamin regimen, work out, drink water, tell the truth. Honesty helps too.
I know that's right.
You know, I don't hold barriers. When you lying all the time, when you holding barriers, it's gonna show in the face. They say, "How you so real and you look so good?" Because I be telling the truth all the time. I be telling the truth all the time. I don't go to bed at night with secrets. I don't go to bed at night. Well, other people's secrets. I have other people's secrets and other people's secrets.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I be knowing other people's secrets. But I don't have my own. I don't have like I don't be. You know, I mean, privacy and intimacy is important. But you know, some people be like sleeping and going to bed with so much regret and all that. I don't. That wears you. Right. That wears you. That wears you. And I tell people, you know. There's a couple people we know that they didn't spend a lot of money on a lot of things, and the things don't be thinking, and I just be like, damn.
What the fuck they spending their things on?
Huh?
I said, but what are they spending their things?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's no Botox. There's no work here. There's no work here. This is all me.
Let me tell you something.
There's no Botox. There's no. I'm just saying. There's some people that be talking, and I be like, but you didn't let the wrestling sit in.
Ooh, child.
I'm a change maker. Even if I'm not, I'm a change maker. I think you all are change makers in Philly, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. I think y'all are.
We don't get our due.
We don't get our due, do we?
You didn't get your due, and Mikhail didn't get his due for the 250th.
What's that?
For the gay pride.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Philadelphia.
I need to look at my... Oh, who?
What? Yeah, I know. What happened? Did you piss them off too?
Listen, sometimes your presence just make people feel like they have to take you off the list of things. I don't think I did anything but be a bad bitch. I think what I did was just do what my work is. I mean, I didn't kiss enough ass. I don't know.
I didn't kiss nobody.
I didn't do enough. I didn't do no Botox. Did I need to do some? I don't know.
First of all, even one of my friends was there, and I thought, "How did you get it?" Wait, before I even knew that I had it, I said, "How did you get it?"
Listen, they were giving them out like free condoms in Philly. Free condoms in Philly. They was giving them out like free condoms in Philly. Like the Philly, they was just giving them. You get one. You don't live in Philly and you get one. They were just giving them out.
Listen,
but Skip Diggy though. But Skip Diggy though. But Skip Diggy though. The honorable. But Skip Diggy though.
I was on that list. First of all,
They better stop playing.
I had to blow up.
Put some respect on that man.
And I'm like, I was blowing up the faces. Like, first of all, I didn't even know you were from Philly. I didn't even know you lived.
Hold on. Some of them, I didn't even know they were gay. I was like.
Some of them I had just seen the night before on Twitter. So I'm like, oh, well, maybe this is your claim to fame. Busting it wide open. But I was like, what the hell? But, you know, it is what it is. Listen, they didn't add you. They didn't add me. And I didn't add Diggy.
I think so. Anyway, bitches that was doing shit for real in real time.
I said, well, maybe
longevity doesn't count for anything. I thought impact don't count. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at the people. People was messaging me being like, "You gonna be here?" I said, "I wasn't there." They said, "Damn, bitch, how you?" I say, "Listen, America's Most Wanted." I feel like there should be a whole nother group of people that was not there to say this is actually.
First of all, Ernest, I was like, "Wait a minute." So, Kevin, I wasn't sitting next to you for the past 20 years,
right?
So I'm like, we didn't.
I'm like, am I the reason why we even have all this diversity, inclusion? I was like, we don't have the reason why we're even having Black Pride in the way in which we're having it, this level.
And are all of them? I don't know if all of them were gay or some of them were straight. I don't know, but
it was DEI. It was DEI. It was definitely DEI. It was, I don't know. Maybe I didn't have enough, you know, if I had a little, I don't know.
I mean, everybody on there was Black, I think.
Everybody was Black.
Everybody was Black. And, you know, I just wish that Mikhail was on there because I'm like.
I do. I don't know how, but that's what I'm confused about. How you. Either it was all or nothing. That was just weird to me.
Yeah, it made no sense.
It was weird. I just, again, like I said, Diggy, when I saw Diggy was on, I was like, oh. I mean, we normally do the politicians.
Right.
Well, they even have the other one on there, but his husband was on there.
Who? Oh, Malcolm Kenyatta. Y'all still got a beef?
Huh?
Y'all still got a beef?
I don't think we have beef. I think we have chicken.
Yeah.
I think I don't think we have beef. I don't think we have beef at this point. I can.
Y'all both lost weight out of. I said, damn.
Well, like I was saying earlier.
Oh, wow! Stop it! Stop it!
You.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. Kevin.
What about that sunken place?
Kevin.
Sit your white ass down.
I don't.
I can't.
The face card never declines. You said it. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything.
I
just want people to stop putting me in conversations with drugs that I don't do.
You didn't say it, but I felt it.
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. So that's why I was saying earlier, back to what I was saying earlier. No shade. I'm just saying, a tale of two bodies. A tale of two bodies. No shade. No.
I had no clue you were talking about at first.
No shade. Well, it could have been them two.
You were nuclear.
Them two. Anybody.
And I hope his husband is recovering just fine. Let me just put
absolutely. No, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Both of them. I like both of them. Okay. I have nothing but the nice things to say.
Even you had to laugh at that.
No, I didn't do that. You asked.
He did.
And
he did.
He did. And I was skipping by and he wanted specificity and but I have to say that is the pet peeve. There are people where you can see and touch and you can see. And so when you put me in that conversation and say, are you two? What?
Mr. Ernest.
I didn't come out casket fresh. I did not.
Listen.
So all I'm saying is,
listen.
So let me clarify this. Yeah. I don't have beef with this man. I don't have pork with this man. I don't have Ozempic with this man. I don't have any of those things with that man. I
y'all both clearly lost weight. Clearly,
yes.
Y'all did the therapy. Whatever y'all
did, clearly.
Listen,
you can do it different ways. A tale of two bodies.
Mikhail, you got to pick. Which one you want to do?
You want to do intermittent fasting? You want to slim down, or do you want to do a death drop? I'm sorry.
I don't. That's why I'm sitting here quiet. I don't beef with politicians.
I'm not beefing. There's no beef. This is all chicken. No, this is all chicken. No red meat. No red meat. This is chicken. We just. This is no. Let me be very clear. Before the girls start. They're going to start.
Figure out on this thing who you're actually talking about.
I'm not talking about anyone.
And what he's doing is he's taking a long-handed spoon and he's stirring the pot.
No.
In a word.
Hold on. First of all, that's the first time the letters MK ever came up on our show.
That's true. That's true.
When he said I had to call it out. And I said, well,
so what they're not following? Good. They don't need to follow. Don't follow him. Don't follow this. Don't follow the skincare regimen that's not there. Don't do any of it.
Somebody
don't follow.
Somebody that follows every Ernest move is watching this.
Yep.
Yes.
And you may be in the counterterrorism department again. And they better not call me.
They don't call me.
Because I don't know shit about shit.
Okay. Y'all horrible.
This is not an interview. This is
not.
A conversation.
All up in my business like a Scorpion show interview.
Yeah.
I want to say this.
I don't know.
I knew it was going to go there. I knew there was going to be something in this show where it was going to go there. Let me just say this. I like everybody.
Yep.
I like his first husband more. His first husband is my good friend that I see in LA all the time.
Y'all get along?
The first husband. Me and the first husband are besties.
Oh, this is second husband.
This is second husband, yes.
Well, what you doing to keep your first husband, bitch?
Not cheating, not going to late night clubs, staying off of the apps.
Ooh.
Actually, being very present, not putting him second fiddle, letting him be his own boss as I'm a boss. Reciprocity, actually not doing it to get an elected seat, actually loving him for him and vice versa. And dating with someone on my level too. That's also very important. Leveling up.
Period.
And not having an accessory, not treating the person you're with as an accessory. That's just in general. I wasn't talking about anybody in particular. I'm just saying, I could give somebody some, maybe some skincare advice.
You're saying a lot without saying nothing.
Fair.
Well,
and again,
I knew we was going to go there today.
We're going to be, listen, Kev, we're going to be 5 years this year.
Yeah.
The first married. The first marriage that wasn't theirs only lasted less than a year. So it was like a Kim Kardashian, like
Blake Griffin. Was that?
Yeah, I guess Griffin or whatever. And it was like, yeah.
Damn.
So I don't have beef. I don't have beef. That person has too much beef with other people. I don't have beef with them. I don't. It's a hello, how you doing? Bye.
What would it do for you to get him on your podcast? Would he ever be invited to your podcast?
Why would he be on the podcast?
You could talk about Philly and the things that's going on, what he's doing, and
what is he doing?
I don't know. You tell me. You the one that's
I don't know. That's I don't know what you have to be doing something to have an interview.
I'm staying quiet.
Or a conversation.
I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't think he want the type of interview that I would give. And I don't think, look, Sherelle Parker don't want to do an interview with me. Cleveland May don't want to do an interview with me. So if the mayor of Philadelphia is running from me to do an interview, then I'm not going to waste my time with somebody that's happening. So it said, dang, Ernest, you got to let the host out. Oh, geez. Exactly. It's live. Yeah. No, they would just say the OGs. They just, I don't know. They say,
well, you know what? Speaking of the OGs, if y'all enjoying this show today, our Cash Apps is here. Y'all know I don't always advertise, but it's right there. Bam, bing, bing. So I'm gonna go on to some more stuff. So you said you have a new book coming out. What's this new book about?
Oh, it's actually inspired by all of us. Stan culture.
Like Beyonce. Oh,
yeah. Stan culture. Yeah.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Ashanti for Diggy, because don't nobody else stand for her.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let him listen.
Is he the one that got Ashanti to sing at the Christmas thing this year?
No, but he did get a chance. He did meet her though. They took a photo, had a great time. But
that's not his first time.
No, he's met her a billion
times. He's met no. I'm sorry. They met there. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, they did after she performed, they saw each other, took a picture. It was very nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. It was too cold for me, but I was like, But no, my book is about political stand culture. So how pop culture, it started with the Beehive, the Munsters, all that, and then it moved into politics.
Like Donald Trump has
like we had the K-Hive, the Mega Trumpers, the Bernie Bros. We got all these different stand groups now in politics, and how what was a thing within celebrity culture has now ruined our whole political conversations. Because now you really can't have a conversation about politics in the same way we used to, because now everybody got stands. Like, what does it mean to stand for a politician the way you stand for like a celebrity? That's weird, right? Like, what we expect from celebrities is entertainment and fun. Politicians, why would we stand for them? That's like fascism. And that's kind of what I talk about in the book, like how this is completely went the wrong direction. Like, people are afraid to admit when a politician is wrong. Like, folks are like, oh, you can't say anything bad about Kamala Harris. What? She's a politician.
I think they say bad stuff about her more than they say about Trump.
Well, it depends on where you are, right?
I just think it depends on where you are, because
people are treating politicians like sports teams. Mm-hmm. Like, we shouldn't be treating it like the Eagles versus the Jets or whatever, right?
You got to say the Cowboys
or the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys, right? So you can't treat it like that. I just think we have not been able to have a very open-ended space politics has now become like stand wars now. You know, we think about you think about Nicki Minaj, the Barbs, right? There used to be a time where someone said folks like Ashanti and Brandy just has regular fans. Yeah, they don't have any stands. They don't. They just got fans. You know, people that go to the shows, like them, love them, let them live their lives,
and then go home.
But nowadays, it's like if you critique an artist, it's like you done attacked. You know, you done said something that's against the law or something. It's like a whole nother level of derangement, and that is now blended into politics where you should be able to critique politicians, you know? Like, yeah, we already talked about Kevin Hart, and that bless his heart, you know? Bless his heart, you know? But yeah, I think, yes, I'm excited. The book is done. I finished writing it. It's going to come out next year. There'll be a book tour. There'll be all
next year?
Yeah, next year. You got to wait. Well, I just finished writing.
What's going on politically?
Huh?
It's too much going on politically. You seen how Trump endorsed that Kim Paxton and then
in Texas, yeah. But you know why we're doing it next year? Because that's going to be the kickoff of the campaigns. The candidates are going to all announce next year.
Yeah.
An election will be in 2028, but you know, candidates are going to start announcing in 2027. So we want the book to come out when all these new stands.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay. What question now?
Hasn't Abby Phillip put you next to Scott Jennings?
Well, you know what? I have a weird CNN situation. Like, CNN don't want. I used to be on CNN a couple of times. They don't want that. They're literally paying him.
But they got Adam Mockler up there. Like
they are very specific about the type of people they cast on their show. They do not want a person like me on their show. They don't want a person like me on their show. You get what I'm saying? They don't want a person like me on their show, because if I'm on their show, it's going to be a whole nother conversation. Because I'm not going to let him be talking to me crazy and saying the stuff he said to those people.
Yeah, he says.
And also, too, they want the debauchery. I don't have time to do dumb questions. Do you think he was racist when he said that? Yes. That's not the thing. You know, like they're asking these dumb questions. What do you think the president meant when he said that black women have a low IQ?
Just what he fucking said.
Just exactly what he thought. He thinks they're dumb. He thinks they're dumber than regular people. It's a racist thing to say. He thinks black women are dumb. That's what he meant. Don't sit up there and argue over every little nitpick thing. Well, what is an IQ? Well, when he said IQ, did he really mean intellectual, or that was another thing? Or when he said black women, like maybe he was talking about a certain type. Like they are so circular with their conversations, they can never get to the main meat most of the time. And so someone like me, even if I was getting paid, it will be intellectually and mentally exhausting. I will walk away from that conversation annoyed. Like I will go on, what's the show called? Piers Morgan. And at least I'm on Piers Morgan
all the time.
Yeah, I go on there because you know why? I get to talk. I get to get my point across.
Question.
Yeah.
Not to be in your business, but these are paid gigs that you
think I do anything for free?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they all
do anything for free. This is free. This is y'all. I wanted to come on here. I asked you here.
Oh, I'm like, well,
I got y'all DMs and said, can I come on?
Okay.
Oh no, you're not going.
Yes, you are often, and you.
Yes.
Let me say, I would look at you side eye if you weren't getting paid.
Look, you keep pointing.
Right. I would look at you side eye like, wait, is he crazy?
You think Mark Lamont Hill on there for free? Like, who on there?
No. Yeah, no.
No. That's why I don't need this, and that's why I can get kicked out of Philly stuff, because I don't have no Philly job.
I'm trying to find out what I got to do to get on these gigs, because I could stand and sit in front of the screen.
Yeah.
But
how do you feel about I like how do you feel about Isaiah Martin that they have now on?
I love him.
Please don't do that.
I do.
Really, no, not you, him. I really like him.
I like that he's doing this and not running for office.
Yeah,
he lost.
Well, he lost. So
and I'm from Texas. I know exactly why he lost. I think that this is a better space for him than trying to run for office.
Okay, so I didn't know anything about him running for office. It wasn't until I started seeing his videos popping up on Instagram that I got into him, and then I found out, oh, he was a former candidate for Congress.
Yeah, no, he ran recently, and that was in Texas, and actually where I grew up, the area that he ran for was in actually the area that's my district. Al Green was my congressman. He just lost. He's also my frat brother, so that's another, But Mendici, the guy Mendici is, which is funny. He's the guy who won, the new guy, the young guy won. We went to the same high school, like the rival high school, and stuff. Small world, but. He's a little bit older than me, though. I think he's like 40, something like that, maybe like 40 something. But he won, and he's young and he's great, and he's gonna do a good job. But I know Isaiah had ran for that seat, and I was like, you ain't winning that seat. He wasn't winning that seat. I think this is a good space for him. I think he should be where he is, doing his thing, talking his stuff, rocking the boat. Maybe down the road he get a little older, and do some things. He'll get there again. But I think this is a good seat for him. He likes to be in spaces like that. I don't have the energy to waste my time. Like, I'm child star. I was on that stuff when I was in my 20s. When you get a little older, some of that stuff gets played out. Like, I was on MSNBC and CNN in my mid-20s. We done did this already. Part of growing up now for me looks like, now that I'm in my mid-30s, I'm in a space where I'm not chasing every opportunity if it don't make sense. Like, people do that to you. Oh, this is gonna be good exposure. I can expose myself. I don't need the exposure like that. I don't need to go through all that. My 20s was a humiliation ritual with some of that stuff. You get on there, people saying crazy stuff. You got to sit there and just endure it. Now I want to have smart conversations. I want to have thoughtful conversations. That's why I have a podcast, because I'm like tired of going on stuff and people just saying, just being loud and wrong. So I like to be where I can actually make a difference and have a voice. But good luck to that man. He's doing his thing. Break a leg on CNN with those crazy people. Break a leg. No, seriously, break a leg. I think that's a good thing.
Ernest just saying a lot without saying nothing again.
Like I said, some people want that. I know because I've been there. I know what goes on behind the scenes. See, a lot of people talk about this stuff on the I heard this, I heard that. Now I know how it goes down to get on there and the stuff that they do. And I want people to know that every time I'm on a show, whoever show, even y'all show, unscripted. Nobody's telling me what to say. Nobody's feeding me any points. Nobody's telling me to do this or do that. I don't do any of that.
So is that what CNN's doing?
They know what they're doing when they let me say this word, cast people to be in the room. They put certain people at that table. They expect certain things to be said to trigger people, and they want to have a viral moment every week. That's how they keep their ratings up.
You know why I stopped watching? First of all, I
stopped watching. I love Abby. Abby's so sweet, but I just feel like Abby's complicit with that.
I canceled my sling, right? So it was like, because I really was either watching CNN or I was watching wrestling. And I said, Kevin, is it really worth $55 a month? Because you're only watching 2 channels. No. So I ain't gonna lie. When Jessica Dean was hosting, I found myself liking it better when Abby Phillip wasn't in the seat, because everybody got a chance to yell their point across, get their point across, and I was more into it than with her because of some of the questions that she asked, and it's just like, bitch, you know the fucking answer just
exactly.
Like, but I felt like Jessica Dean did a better job than her at her own show. But for me, it's like when you got someone like Scott Jennings, like, he's going to be for everything that the Trump administration does. Like, you need someone who matches him, and having someone like, I know Adam Mockler is good. He's a kid and everything.
Yeah.
But I need somebody like Charles Blow on there every week with him. And like when Charles Blow would be there, Scott is never there, and it's like Bobby Ghosh, and I'm just like, bitch, now all of a sudden Bobby Ghosh here every day. He doesn't do nothing for me. I have to stop watching this. Like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. So I'm done. I tapped out. I couldn't do it no more. But yeah, I wish that sometimes they had people that match Scott Jennings every week like every time, like bring Charles on in, and then I'd be like, do they got issue? Do they have beef or something? Is that why they don't sit them next to each other? Is that why they
Who?
bring them
Who?
on? Like if they have Charles Blow on there, they have what's the other white guy did? The big white guy.
Scott Jennings or somebody else?
It's another white guy who has a podcast or something like that.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, Shapiro, Ben Shapiro.
No,
He's
not
talking
the
about-
one that's loud, not
Yeah.
the lawyer, because
Yeah,
he's
not the
loud.
Oh yeah.
The other short white
Yeah,
guy.
Ben Shapiro.
Shapiro, yeah.
No.
Every time Charles
No,
there,
it is Ben Shapiro, the small guy. He's the one with the podcast. It's called the Ben Shapiro Show. Mhm.
yeah, it's
I was thinking
always
you're talking
them
about
two.
the little thick chubby
But
one.
I think I know you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you're talking about. You just didn't remember his name. But I'm just like I need Charles to get Scott together.
No, Ben Shapiro's the one with no hair. I'm talking about the
no,
one with the
Ben
hair.
Shapiro is the big guy, thick big guy.
No, Ben Shapiro's the one with no
No,
hair.
he's a skinny, scrawny guy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
Ben Shapiro's a skinny,
Ben
scrawny.
used to be fat because
Not really.
no,
It's
it's not
the same.
him.
No,
It's
it's
somebody else. It's
Yeah.
not him. It's not him.
No.
It's the fat guy. It's a
Oh
fat
my
guy.
We're talking about the same fat guy.
Yeah, it's the same fat guy, but it's not Ben. His name is Ben, but not Shapiro.
Okay. That makes sense. Too
Too
many bins. Too many bins.
many Ben.
Yeah, you said Big Ben. You talking about Big Ben,
Big Ben, not little Ben.
not the little one. But no, someone said they're all controlled. I mean, I do think there's a lot of control. I think there's a lot of this that mainstream of it all. I do some mainstream media stuff, but it's got to be it's got to make sense. It just can't. Like I was on CBS. I did the.
And you're always on CBS, but why you're not on Good Day Philadelphia? What's the tea? Is it Alex or Mike? Did you spill Mike's tea?
Oh no.
Because Mike spill his own tea. Because
Well, I said no.
you got to tell me.
I have nothing to say about Mike. Mike is a very nice person.
But no,
Mike is very nice. I have nothing to say about Mike. I have nothing bad to say about Mike.
What about
Mike
Alex?
is great. Mike is wonderful.
Can you text us about Alex? I need to know the tea.
What is it to say about Alex? Alex is a professional. She's good at her job, and
Are you at the school of Matthew Knows right now?
in what way?
Every way.
I would just say that
You were silent when I said, why aren't you on Good Day Philadelphia? Now, mind you, Good Day Philadelphia is live every day, 4 to 10. And they got
I would just say this.
11.
I would just say this, and I'm speaking in general about the industry. I want to be very clear. I always tell people when you don't see me somewhere, there is a reason. Is it my business to say why I'm not where people think I should be in certain spaces?
But we question because
But people question. What I will say though is that what I've learned about myself in general, that when you're in certain rooms, you even if you're not trying to shine, you shine in a way that will make people feel more restrictive. And so you recognize that your presence can sometimes not just be a presence, it can be a force. And some people don't want the force. So in many ways, people will curate spaces where your presence is not there because they know that it will be a force.
Let me tell you what this city.
So
this city
I will
needs
just
the
say
force.
that. Huh?
This city needs the force.
They
This
do.
city needs people up in their ass. Like, you know who I didn't think was the best mayor, but I did love that he tried to do something? Mayor
Who?
Nutter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nutter. Oh,
Really
yeah.
tried.
Yeah. Nutter. I talk to Nutter on a regular basis, actually. Like, Nutter calls me.
Wow.
He's the one mayor. I mean, I like John Street, but I don't see John Street often. But Nutter calls me. Like, I will hit up Nutter. Like, Nutter came to the event I had 2 weeks ago. Like, he'll call me and be like, "What you think about this race?" I'm like, "Off record." He'll be like, "Off record, all right." And then we'll really listen. He's a hoot. He's funny. Like, he's funny. Like, he got a lot of opinions, but he is hilarious. But like he's Winfield, went to Penn, all the things, but he's a great guy.
He cared about this city.
Yeah, he really do.
Parents
He, really
out.
do. He still shows up to stuff. He still goes to stuff. And when he shows up, people be like, he is, I don't want to say that because people get their feelings. I'm like, I feel like that's the mayor that I know I can see. Because when he was mayor, I had access.
Mm-hmm.
When he was mayor, I could drag him in the press and he'll call me the next day. When the papal visit happened and all that went down, I went in on him. And you know what he did?
On the media.
He called the phone and to this day, still can be cool, could still go up and show up because he understood that that's what came with the job. These people too sensitive. It's like, why would you want to be the mayor of Philadelphia and not think that Philadelphia gonna bid on you? Of course they're gonna bid on you.
Of course, yeah.
It's Philly. Like, that's why I love living here. It was the rawness. But I feel like now people are too sensitive. No, Nutter was with the fire. He would be at a press conference and say some stuff and know he's gonna go off. We don't have that anymore. We have mayors that will get
my favorite mayor of my lifetime for this city. Besides remembering Rendell as a kid, Nutter is the one.
Nutter is the one. I will take that in a heartbeat. You know why? Because even if Nutter made mistakes, you can still hold him accountable. You can still get them together. And you know, he didn't have all these like scandals. He didn't have all this mess. He worked with people. He's the reason why we had Made in America. A lot of the stuff that we like about Philly now that's leaving was in his era. People don't give that enough credit. But a lot of the big stuff that made Philly like that era of Philly was under the Mayor Nutter administration. Because when I came to Philly, part of the reason why I came to Philly was because of the excitement. In 2010, when I got off that plane and I saw this man who liked Mr. Potato Head, and I said, who's this? I know I'm in a good city now. I said, I know I'm in a good city. This is going to be a fun time. But that was because of people like him and the way that Philly was then. And I think 16 years later, to kind of see where we are now, we're trying to get back there. But the problem is we're doing it in ways that's just so disingenuous. You know, like it's just disingenuous, you know.
So right now we got a rock star mayor or someone who wants to be a rock star. Last time we didn't have a mayor who give a shit.
Come on.
The previous mayor, he gave a shit, but people didn't give a shit. And then John Street, his mayorship fell apart with all the murders that was going on. And Rendell, I was just a teenager, so I don't remember everything that he did, but I was a kid until a teenager.
I always say Rendell was the last great white mayor of Philadelphia.
Maybe so.
Well, he became the governor. Remember, Rendell became the governor, so clearly
I'm surprised he didn't run for presidency.
Well, he was supposed to run for vice president.
With who?
John Kerry.
Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Well, yeah, we all are. But there was a moment in time where that was.
Bitch. Hey, Grenada.
I agree.
Hey, Grenada.
But what's this? Yeah, Rendell was the last great white mayor. I would agree with that.
Rendell was the last one.
He really was. Rendell was really, really like. I don't remember people really having anything bad to say about Rendell. Like he's like a legend in this city.
He is. People still be getting Rendell endorsements. Diggy got a Rendell endorsement recently. I was like, y'all still get, because what comes with a Rendell endorsement come money too. So you just don't get a Rendell endorsement without getting no money. A lot of these people be talking about I endorse somebody. You cut a check. You do it. So they be like, Ernest, who you endorsing? I have no money for anybody. Number one, I can't endorse like that. It's like, I don't have any money for anybody. So where I'm from in politics, when you endorse somebody in how I grew up understanding politics, that meant that you was putting your money behind them and you was bringing your people to put some money behind them. If you didn't have any money for them, like when AOC endorsed Chris Rabb, AOC told her donors, get that man some money.
Yeah, because I didn't know where the fuck he came from. I never heard of him.
Well, that's why. That's that money. I mean, he's been in the Northwest. He was a Northwest state rep. So we on West, there's no way. You know, our people is Amin Brown and Rick Kaczewski.
Yeah, and where's Amin Brown?
He's out here on 40th Street giving out that free food that you was asking about earlier.
Wait a minute. Why the fuck? Because when y'all were talking about that earlier, I wanted to say, well,
I wanted to say that too. I know what he do.
I forgot all about.
Y'all don't forget. No, I did not forget about Breezy Mark. Breezy Mark. That's why he stays elected. Okay, everybody know that line. No, Fridays over there on 40th in Market. That whole area over there, they giving out food. So that's who do it. That's the one that be doing it. That's when you were saying it earlier. I was like, we gonna forget Almond? Because that's the one.
I was getting ready to say
nobody knock on this door.
I was getting ready to say his
no, he don't knock on the door. You gotta go over there, but you gonna get what you need.
First of all, I don't even fuck with
Ernest. You gotta go to him.
You gotta go to him. You gotta see him. But he got it for you though. He do. Yeah. He do got it for you. He got food,
he got a nice
clothes, all kind of stuff like quality. So that's the one person in this area that I can say that do that work for real, for real. No, if anybody in Philly told me in West Philly, this area said they didn't know where to get free food, I'm like, stop playing. Yeah, because he be on Instagram with it though. He really do be promoting it though.
Yeah, I've been seeing him in a couple people, but I'm just saying, like, don't look. Rick Krajewski office is right down the street. You think I ever seen that man? Never.
Is the office ever open?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Right next to the barbershop.
Is the office?
But if he pay me enough, I can run it.
You could be constituent
I
service.
don't know about running an office, but I run quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's right. Put him right there. Put you there for constituent service. Maybe somebody will answer something.
Yeah, how about it? But he kept texting my phone. Make sure you vote for Chris Rabb. Make sure. Where the fuck you at?
Your policy's getting ready to run out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's better to have Chris Rabb than not to have it.
Facts. Facts.
Baby. She ate.
Woo! I'm trying to tell y'all. It went from Ayla Stanford to Chris Rabb. And I said, he looked like not Howard Stern, but he looks like Howie Mandel. And I said, is he black or is he white? Like,
he's black. He's just light skin. He's just
like, I'm just like, who is he? But he won. He sure won. No, my people say he's close enough. Put him in there.
No comments.
Because they're going to vote for Sharice Street. No. And I like Sharice Street. You know the streets. Let me tell you something.
I do like Sharice Street.
No, but let me tell you about the streets. The streets may do corrupt stuff, but they care about the people too.
No,
that's how I feel. They may
no comments.
But they care about the people.
No,
all of them are corrupt. All of them. You ain't got to say.
If you've been in this city long enough, you know.
But I know John at a point. He got to the point where Kenny. John Street got to the point where where Street didn't give a fuck no more. Mm-hmm. Y'all want to shoot and blow each other's brains out? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and he didn't even comment no more. Like now you might see Sherelle Parker come to a conference. He stopped going to all of that shit.
Kenny or Street?
No, her Street. No, her. Kenny.
Yeah.
They may show up to something here and there about a shooting, but he just stopped altogether. And it went from like 200-something killings to about 300 to 400-something killings in 2007, 2008. Like, oh my God, it was getting ridiculous. And then under Kenny, we got 550 murders. Like, I remember that Nutter said, if we don't get these murders under a certain number, I won't even run for re-election. And I think that was like, he did say that. And he had positive safe streets. Am I wrong? I remember this shit. They was out here doing the work. And how did they just let our city get like that? And then all of a sudden they start finding the people who was doing the killings, and everybody was all connected with each other. So they was all telling on each other. You know, Ernest, I'm glad we had this because we don't really have this Philadelphia talk on our show.
No, they forget. They forget where you're from.
Yeah, I don't forget where I'm from.
No, they forget where we're from. They think we somewhere in New York or something.
I may have gotten older, but I remember this shit. Like, this is my city. But I do wish that the celebrities that get on, I wish that they remember they from here too. I do wish that they did.
Y'all claim me here. You know it's crazy. Y'all claim me here because
because ain't nothing Houston about you to me.
No, they claim me. I do. I mean, I've been here since I was 18, so my entire adulthood is in this city.
Mm-hmm.
And I was school here, work here, pay taxes here.
If first of all, yeah, you definitely have been here for so long that I don't even think of you as being from Houston.
No,
if I gave you that you were from here, I would say, yeah, West Philly, this part of West Philly.
Yeah.
And I like that. I West is best. And,
no, it's not.
I'm from North. I just like my gentrified neighborhood. It's cute and it's safe and it's quiet.
Where around here?
We live near each other. We live near. We all over here. He came to the right side.
I can walk this street anytime of night. Don't have to worry about that.
He could be a walker. He could be. Listen, like I said, he could have been a walker, not a doughboy.
A walker.
A walker. At night, go to Local Pez right across that street in that corner.
Man of the night.
You could go to Local Pez right across the street.
And I sure do.
Right.
The last time I went there, I had one of the best. I can't say that, but
right
afterwards,
yeah,
I had a good time.
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, I do count. I do feel like I live here. I live here. And yeah, I do. I do count Philly. People try to do that. Oh, he's not from here. These outside transplants.
It don't matter.
Shut up.
You getting it done. I don't know nobody else outside. I don't know nobody else that's a journalist that's doing the work that you're doing. Like, you are really doing the thing. Like, you got the people that be like, yeah, we called Pico because this person got charged $1,500. No, bitch, you was spilling the tea and you was talking about City Hall and you're saying what these girls are doing, how they got plans, how they don't have plans. You are in their motherfucking ass, and I want you to keep it up. Keep them on their toes.
Thank you. We have to. Otherwise, we don't have nothing changing. You were saying last time, like that person that called you say, you did this thing. Can you? No, sorry, I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. They'd be like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Because if it's not me, it's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah.
And then you know what it is? It'll be some national headline, and then they'll be going, why nobody said nothing in Philly? And everybody's, and you know what I hate the most is when people go, I knew about it, but I didn't. Give people a heads up. We see what you're doing over there. There's some smoke over there, but tell people stuff before it becomes a fire.
That's right.
There's been so many situations in Philly where there were little things that was happening, and because people saw it, it changed the course of the whole situation. We wait too much in Philly for stuff to really get bad before we say something. We got to stop doing that.
School closings, like they ain't nothing but talk about.
I knew that was coming a year ago, and that's why I'm so annoyed with City Council, because the school district literally said that the way that we're blowing money and the way stuff is going, we're gonna have to close some schools down. Everybody like, I ain't gonna close some schools. Then they close some schools, and everybody like trying to protest now.
But they said they closed it to save $300 million. It's something about $300 million, I heard.
So the $300 million, well, it's not $300 million, it's 340 positions.
Okay.
Positions. And it's not, and the thing about it is that they're doing it to save, they're also doing it to save money too, because they are paying money on these buildings. Like, these buildings are collecting like fees and stuff. Also, too, maintenance costs, because ain't that many people. These schools are like, well, I ain't gonna throw that shade. It'd be like a concert for Alicia Keys at Wells Fargo a couple years ago. A waste of space. She should have had the Met, but she was having, basically, you were having Met-sized concerts at Wells Fargo in an arena. Yeah. That's how these schools are in some of these cases, not all of them. But you got a Met-sized crowd, a big arena. Some of these schools are super big, and the size of the amount of students that's in the attendance
is not worth keeping them.
It's not worth keeping those buildings. And so there is some truth to that. However, there are some schools that are doing fine. And I think the school district is really picking on them because they're really trying to like right size the budget. So some people are taking an unnecessary hit. And I don't think that's right. But my mindset is we need to do an audit. I need to see what the school district is spending their money on.
Yeah. And is our tax money going to the damn schools? Because first it was the
you saw what I did about PPA. Remember, people got mad about the PPA receipts I pulled. No money went into that.
I saw that post a couple weeks ago.
Zero.
Everybody
keeps talking about PPA. Oh, we thought giving money to PPA was going to our schools. This year there was $0 from PPA that went to the schools, but
That's
yet we're getting hikes in all these fees.
Right. So then it leaves you to wonder, where the hell is this money going?
To the general fund.
Yeah, but first of all, nobody's fixing these damn streets.
Did you hear what I said? I said the general fund.
Got $1 billion surplus.
Yes, y'all don't drive.
So what can you do with that
I
money?
want SEPTA, and SEPTA need the goddamn money too. And you know what? All of these companies need to be audited about what they doing with the motherfucking money.
Yes.
Because it shouldn't take all of these. I can't say
Listen,
too much.
start-
I can't say too
you know
much
what,
because I gotta
Ernest?
shut my mouth.
You know what? We should audit the damn mayor's office first and foremost.
Well, let me say this. You do, right? It's called the general fund. We got to find out what they're using that general fund money for.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the concerts. Maybe these concerts we got coming up. That money's going to be
How
used
much is this? How much Christina Aguilera wanted
I don't know.
versus?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We have not seen the receipts. Because guess what? I heard that they cleared the contract like right before they announced it.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that because they were still like pressing, like running around, like, bitch, we need a big name before we say anything. I heard about that, and I think it probably was from you or somebody.
It was scrambling. It was. I said that in my. Oh, everybody listening.
All I see is your post, and I may like it, and I may say something or not, but bitch, I see everything.
They do, yeah, and that's why they mad. I mean, I'm not banned. Let me be very clear. I'm not banned from the 4th of July concert. They can't ban me from a free concert.
Bitch.
But
let me tell you something. I don't know how I'm getting there. No, not how I'm getting there. When I'm getting there, but I really want to be there to celebrate our city, because our city got, not only do we have the World Cup, we got the FIFA stuff that's going on at Lemon Hill.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All-Star game.
Yeah.
We got the 4th of July celebrations. Our city.
We got the MLB. We got the MLB All-Star.
The All-Star game. We got a lot of stuff going on. I work in transportation, so I know. I know it's a lot of stuff going. I can't say don't you say nothing. But I work in transportation, so I know.
I'm not gonna do what you did to me earlier. Who? What's the name?
That's why I stopped and said we need the audit. Then I said, you know what?
Where? Where should we audit?
My bread and butter.
What's going on? Oh, okay. Come back full circle now.
Agree, hit me a little bit. But everything needs to be checked.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Everything needs to be checked to find out that things are running smooth. Just like how they got those trains and all of that checked. Everything, everywhere needs to be making sure that that is run correctly. Because the last thing you need is people from out of town on the bus, on the train, and bam, something happened. Like, that's what we don't need, okay? We don't need that. But let me tell you, I'm just excited for our city. We got this Roots picnic. Everything seemed to be running smooth. Yeah, you might have kinks, but it's running smooth.
So far.
Jay-Z did his thing last night. He came out with his new hair. He went in on a couple people. He had a good show. I ain't hear nothing bad.
No.
I did hear about a car crash, and I was wondering if it had something to do with the Roots picnic, where two people got ejected from a car. Like, I heard about that, and that was like, I hope I just hope it didn't have nothing to do with it. And it happened in East Falls, not too far. So I was just hoping that had nothing to do with anything. But yeah, like, I feel like our city could really, like, but you know what? They're not sprucing our city up. Like, remember one time when we had the convention here, there was all of this cleaning up. They ain't cleaning up for FIFA. They not cleaning up. They said, bitch, get on the train. You're getting a free ride home. Enjoy our city. They not doing all of that. It's a total different ball game. But when they was cleaning up, Nutter was the mayor.
There you go. That's all I'm gonna say. And I have spoken to him. He'll say stuff like that. He'll say, if I was here, it would have been done before. Listen,
Listen, when the numbers fell below expectation, when the Pope was here, he cursed the media out.
He did.
Y'all was scaring people. Y'all did this.
I remember, and I cursed him out. I said, no, you did it. You said, expect long lines, mass exodus, prepare. You did that. You said that.
I'm sure wasn't going downtown with all of that. And I'm Catholic. I wasn't going downtown with all of that.
Well, you know, I was down there. You know what's crazy? All the restaurants got scared. All the restaurants got scared. And when I went there. It was like a zombie land. All them bike folks loved it though. The cyclist people, they love that stuff.
I was stuck down there at that time. My job, because we're right there where we are downtown. It was like, listen, you're either going to stay because you're not going to be able to come back to work. How they're going to have everything. So we stayed over that weekend. So I was there for all of that. They had the National Guard on every corner with the rifles and stuff. And then one night we went down to the Parkway to the Fridays when it was open.
Right.
And when we got to the Parkway, we literally had to walk through metal detectors just to go onto the Parkway because it was like, wait, we're walking through metal detectors to be outside, but it was the Pope coming.
They weren't playing with y'all.
Yeah, they weren't playing. So
I went to, where did I go? I went to someplace. I went down there and like the heart of Center City to cover what was going on. Y'all, it was just a bunch of like migrants going to McDonald's and stuff. There was like no real restaurants open. It was like all these families going to McDonald's and Wawa, and
that's why we had to walk all the way to that Fridays because that was the closest thing that, like you said, was open. And it was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to walk all the way there. Fridays was open. Yep, it was all the people because we went to the Fridays. Yep. We went there.
That's where we went. Sit down and eat.
Yeah, that's where we went. Yes, that's where we went. Yep.
There was like nothing really open, like Chili's. I think the Chili's, but it was like a dead land. It was so.
It was stupid stuff but see, here's the thing: when we went to that Fridays, the Pope was not here yet.
Okay.
I think it was maybe like the day before or whatever.
It came Saturday.
But like you said, it was a dead land because people were like, I'm not going down there because of all of that stuff that's going on with you can't park. So that's how it was. And we went down there at night. So it wasn't like it was just this crazy amount of people down there. It was really like a zombie land because there was no cars driving. Like you didn't have to wait for a car to pass Market Street. Like everything was just stopped. It was like dead. So yeah, we went down there, and like I said, when we had to walk through those metal detectors to get onto the Parkway, it was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here?
Well,
I'm looking.
I enjoyed seeing the Pope being here, being in my city, and I lived to see something to see it. It's something I can remember. Say the Pope came to our city. Pope Francis.
Have they ever even talked about the topics? Yes, we have.
Yeah, we talked about Ruth.
When I told y'all, first of all, I told y'all from the beginning we wasn't gonna get to all the topics when I posted them on Instagram. But no, don't worry, because Mikkel and I will be back on Thursday.
Yeah.
I came and just crashed. It was a very impromptu appearance. I saw it.
Ernest said, bitch. I said, Ernest, my place is too fucked up for you to come here, but
I said, I'll come on the line. I'll come on the link. I'll just
send you a link.
And we did talk about
So, we talked about a lot of things.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
I'm ready. I'm ready for anybody that got something to say to me about anything. Okay?
I'm just gonna say, well, first of all I'm gonna say is, where's the lie?
Yeah. There was no lie about nothing.
There was no lie. And also, too, like I said, I don't have beef with anyone. I have chicken.
Chicken. But would you eat chicken with that person?
No.
If they asked to have a conversation with you.
I have a conversation with anybody. Yeah, I had a conversation. I have a conversation.
But yeah, we could go right there to Loco Pez right down the street. And
I'm gonna need to have somebody with me though. I wouldn't do it by myself. Huh?
I'll be right there, or you could bring Barry.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we would have one person with me. Yeah, I wouldn't do it by myself. But I'll have somebody there.
You can bring Barry, he could bring his husband, and y'all could just talk.
Excuse me.
Barry is Ernest's husband, by the way, y'all.
Yeah, we call him Mr. Johnson. But
are you gonna put Johnson on your name ever?
No, we just kept the same names because the branding. It just would be too much. I know Philly people love like the 3 lane, the last names. Blondell Reynolds Brown, Kathy Gilmore Richardson. We love all the three names. Like, you know, we love it. There you go. Everybody gonna have the two.
Wait a minute.
You know, people love to do that. I'm not.
Do you remember? Excuse me.
No, we're not doing that today. See, there
you
you go.
Living here yet?
I was an intern after the fact.
Let me tell you,
there when she was
Renee Renault did a story about her pregnancy and how she was doing artificial insemination. And how she said that it was okay for her to have this baby, but I heard know who the father is.
and
all to find out she was a fatal all along.
That was a big scam.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Ooh, can I be real messy? Ooh,
no comments.
There's some
no comments.
With her, and I'd be like, "Oh man, you used to mess around," and he was so fearful
to get outed.
Yes. Who? Wait, who?
I'll never say a name. He was so fearful of being outed. It's your part.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Oh, listen. I was young.
Show me him.
Listen.
I was
Google him so I can see his face.
No, because
you know what it is.
No. You might have something to say.
I'm not gonna have anything to say.
Leave Grandpa alone. Leave Grandpa alone. Leave Grandpa alone.
Okay, you were young. Just show me. We all messed around with people that we shouldn't have messed with when we were young.
What?
We were all a little crazy.
But I'm gonna say he didn't look like this.
It's all right. It's all right. I didn't look like this 15 years ago.
You sure didn't.
Don't you do it.
I think I'm still working.
You didn't look like this.
All right. No, actually a handsome face.
Yes.
But let me see. But wait. No, not bad looking at all.
Send me the text. Send me the text so I can confirm.
Send them the picture.
Send me the picture.
Oh yeah. I'll send it.
Not bad looking in the face.
Yeah.
Just gain some weight. That's all.
Yeah, because he definitely.
Let me see.
And he kind of.
I remember.
Oh, bitch, we all the time. He was the reason why I broke up with somebody.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my
like
God.
we was.
Is he married?
Now, and he got children and everything.
Let me see. Hurry up.
Look at him. Let me see. Hurry up.
We talking 20 plus years
Tell us,
ago.
do you know him?
Oh my. Okay.
You know
who he's related to.
Yes, that's why
okay, we can't even say that. I know. But not me though. Not me.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But
when I was a young one,
got so much mouth. So much mouth.
Maybe the ones.
It got so much mouth.
Maybe the ones.
And I'd be like, leave me alone. Let me be in your dreams.
Yep,
fantasize, but don't antagonize.
That's right.
Oh, let me tell you, he was very fearful of getting a disease. Like, you ain't got HIV, like none of that. Like, he was very that. And he was also like, you can't tell nobody, you can't do this, you can't
the trade.
But he wasn't the trade to me.
He wasn't to me either. It's so obvious to me.
Yeah. I just enjoy, I enjoy his company and I enjoy being nasty with him, and that was that. But that was when I was like 21, 22. He's not that much older, but he's
not. Because how old are you now?
41.
Yeah. Oh, it was an era. People like that, they take their transgressions out in different ways.
Yes, they do.
It is so ironic to me because, okay, you know where I was at yesterday? I was out last night. They were there with their person.
This person?
Yes, ironically. And it's just so, the universe is so weird because literally they were and saw me from across the room and had like this little glare, but didn't say nothing, of course. Hates my guts. Like, they hate my guts.
Damn.
Because who they're related to. So that whole everybody beefing.
But is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just yeah.
All right.
But you know who they're also related to?
No.
I'll text you.
Oh yes, I think I do.
Yes, that's why I can't.
Family.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's why. That's why.
What are you doing?
This is a show of shows.
Don't have me. Every time I come on here, it's some shit.
Man, my email is gonna be lit. I don't even know from who or from where.
But you know now who I'm. They're all related.
Let me play this cat box.
You don't have me come on here. You don't want that realness. You don't want that truth. And that's the problem.
Don't walk for him. No, I just
Full circle.
Cat box today. Oh my god!
But you didn't know that?
No.
Who is he related to?
Hold on.
No, we can't.
Text it.
Okay, text it so he can see. Because I ain't saying no letters, no names, no.
No, you cannot. Hold on, check your phone, and then tell him. You know what? Yes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all related.
Yeah.
You never know.
You see how funny that all is? Apple falls apart from the tree.
Yes.
So this is so funny that you said that because literally I saw him last night, like just by account. We was at a restaurant, having dinner downtown, you know.
Yeah,
and
something happened to me.
There, and I was just like, I ain't seen him in it forever, and just had this little glare, like looked at me like, you know, he's
very successful. He's out
very. I get it.
The coin.
I get it. I get why somebody would be a beard. I would be a beard too.
Yeah,
I'd be a beard. I would get it.
Yeah.
You know.
Woo. If I'm ever down on my luck, I'm like, bitch, you better help me out or I'm gonna do this.
What happened?
I said, if I'm ever down on my luck, I'm gonna hit him up and say, you better do this or I'm gonna let it out.
Listen, and the worst person you could do is come to me.
Right.
That's the nightmare. That'd be the nightmare. The nightmare would be me. That'd be the kryptonite. That'd be the nightmare.
My get out of jail free card. Yeah.
Listen, I walk by with a look like. Just like that's why he don't listen, never wants to be in the same space with me, the same room with me, nothing.
Yeah, he's paranoid. He's
very paranoid. And I just said, but this is what I said though. I said to them, I said, listen, I don't care. Just don't disrespect me. Don't get on that. You got too much mouth on that. Just be quiet. Don't be disrespectful. Just be, you know what I'm saying? Don't try, just keep my name. See, the issue with me, with people be like, I mind my business. I do what I do. There are people who have opinions, and it doesn't have anything to do with them directly. I'm just not the person you should have opinions about when there's no actual conflict.
Right.
Keep that with your friends privately. But when you go into a public forum in a space, listen, you want to make me the joke, I'll be the comedian.
There you go.
You want to make me the joke, I'll be the comedian. And then I'll keep roasting and keep gagging. I'll keep going. Because they be like, they be trying to make me like the joke. And I say, well, if I'm going to be the joke, I'm going to be the comedian. I'm going to give everybody something to laugh at. We're going to have fun today. And then that's when they say, oh, you're going too far. Well, wait a minute. You opened that door. You said you wanted to laugh. Y'all want to kiki about something. Let me give y'all something to kiki ha-ha about. And then it goes, oh. So no, with him, I just was like, sir, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to disrupt nobody's family, nobody's situation, nobody's whatever. In the South, there's a term, a song, do what you do, but watch my shoes. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. You can do whatever you're doing, but don't come over here talking shit and bothering me and doing whatever, because now I got something to say. Now I want to, you know, and you already know you ain't the only one, child. You already know that.
Of course.
Child, you know it is. You was probably one of the first though. That's the thing. You got it. You was Ray J. You hit it first.
You weren't the last.
But over them years, how many people then came to my desk? And you know me, I try not to ignore people. Well, did you know? And I just be like, no comment. Or I'll say one of them was falling in love. I'm like, you falling in love? No. You ain't transactional, baby. Get what you get and go.
And go. There you go.
And go. Stop and go. This is stop and go, baby. Keep going.
Keep going.
They was so, but be like, oh, but I think
with this one,
which is dumb because
right,
you know that world, that whole
right.
There's no way that person will ever do that.
Right. That's right.
Put the money on the desk compartment and keep it moving.
Married, she can tell, and then kids. Like
there's a lot of, but you know, there's a lot of women out there that's like that.
Yeah, there are
a lot of women who want to have the lifestyle, want to whatever, and everybody's in on it because there's appearances and legacy and people thinking that they're going to be moved into certain things, but they can't because. And it's crazy when you get replaced by somebody else that is, you know, being who they supposed to be. That means you could have did that. You could have did it. You could have had that.
Yeah.
But the world wasn't ready. The age differences, the universe, you know, we came at a time where, you know, it got a little bit better. But some of these older heads, I just be feeling bad for them. Like, damn. I be playing that song from Beyonce's album, Heaven. You know the little sad song she has, and that's in self-titled.
No,
Heaven Sent or whatever it was.
No, Heaven Couldn't Wait for You.
Heaven couldn't wait for you. Bitch, what the fuck I said?
Heaven Sent. That's Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole. Wrong one.
Heaven. Yeah.
Wrong move. Wrong vibe.
We may look down on Keisha Cole, but she had her little moment.
She had a run. I'm never looking down at Keisha Cole. I'm never gonna not look. I'm never gonna look down at her run. Her run was.
Oh, Mary J. kept her throne, but
everybody. You know what's annoying to me now is that everybody feels like R&B artists has to have these like 20, 30 year plus careers. Most artists don't. I can appreciate the Ashanti run. I can appreciate the Sierra runs. I can appreciate the Keisha Cole run. I can appreciate the Brandy era. I can appreciate that.
Let me tell you, I wish that some people eras lasted a little bit longer because this bubblegum, not bubblegum, but this corny shit that we got now, I don't know how they like it. Like, let me tell you, people go crazy for that Kalani. I don't see what's so special about her. I don't see what's special about a lot of these new artists today.
Yeah,
they make music that you get high to, and it's nothing. They don't give you nothing vocally. They don't give you something that you remember. Their songs is just here and then okay. Then who's next?
Do you remember when I was feeling like that some years ago? I kept saying I don't listen to the radio because it's going down. Hill, like it's just going downhill. It really is.
Yeah, and I mean, Kalani won her Grammy and everything, and I'm happy for her.
Grammys.
When I tell you about vocalists like Duran Bernard, and I said that he should have had his due, and he was like, you know, when God's ready for me, like, no, it shouldn't even be that. Like, he was ahead of his time.
Who?
And Duran and everybody.
I've met him. He's a great guy.
Everybody is just catching up to him, but I feel so bad that it took so long for him to get where he should have been.
Well,
I know.
He's on time.
You know,
and he's still young.
Yeah.
He's young, but when the talent in front of your face, why is it taking you so long to recognize it and you giving all of these people that don't?
Yeah, but I think like he said before, like when it's his time, and clearly now it's
I believe
his time.
It. Yeah, it's
you know
his
what
time.
I mean? Like he's doing his thing. Like not only is it his time, you know, but for him to win a Grammy, like he's doing the damn thing. Like I just seen him on a car commercial. what is it for Hyundai or Honda? Like he's doing his thing. Like he
but
was
also too, I think a lot of stuff had to happen
yeah.
in our society to open that door.
Right.
R&B was dormant for a period of time, you know? And I think it would have made sense 3 years ago, to be honest, the way R&B was not popular. A lot of people had to do some things in R&B to open it up for artists like him to be back in the conversation, right? Because for a while, R&B also just wasn't hot as a genre for a period of time.
No.
So if you couldn't have a world where a guy like Duran was going to get all this love, but then the rest of the genre wasn't hot. Right. So so some things had to move, you know, and then you also had to have a space where queer artists in general, Black gay artists had to have other people had to exist as well. Like some stuff had to move. I think he's at the right time, at the right moment, in the right place where we are. I think he is doing if he would have been too early, it would have not been good. I think he's not at all late at all. I think he's at the right sweet spot. Like there's a sweet spot. A lot of people have to go to. I think
they make it about the sexuality, and it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but
it shouldn't be. But
like he said, a lot of things had to move in order for him to get to where he is.
But I am so proud.
Really, when I think about him, because you and I have known him for a very long time. Like
I like him. I've known him for a couple of years too.
When I feel like with him today, when I look at him today, it's like. Yeah, this is so perfect of a moment for him. Like he's
doing a polish. There's also there's a polish.
Yep.
There is a very organized, clear, concise, cohesive plan, his strategy.
Yep.
I mean, over the years, he was getting opportunities in these media moments. They had these like viral moments, but there was not a space for him to capitalize in the way that he is now. Like he got that Grammy, and baby, it's a new album. Every TV appearance, he's even with the Straights. He's on Joe Budden. Like he's branching out, but he has the
that's when they got into a feud with Tank. I'm like, what the fuck is
right? But that's what I'm saying. He would have never been that conversation if he didn't have that legitimacy.
Right.
The legitimacy of the Grammy. I agree. Yes, because now he has something to talk about. You got a Grammy. You got a new album.
I agree with you. 1,000%.
Yeah, I think this is
3 years ago, this wouldn't even have been a legitimate conversation with him. No. But now it's like it's so legitimate that you have Tank even responding like, "No, let's meet up. We're gonna meet." And
like he would have never paid. He would have paid that boy dust, and the internet would have been dragging him as well. Yep. Who are you? What are you?
This is Tank we're talking about. Who are you, Duran? But now it's like people were coming to Duran's defense. Like, Tank, how dare you? How dare you?
He on Threads. They call him the mayor of Threads now. But no, he's hype on Threads now.
But you know what? I don't even look at Duran as up and coming.
No, I'm talking about, but I know, but because of all of this stuff that's going on, but he's got multiple albums.
You know what else I like too about him too? He stayed the course with Erykah Badu as being her background singer, and he did not shy away from that. Even after winning the Grammy, he said, I still sing background for her, and I won a Grammy. Like,
bitch, always keep let me tell you something. You always got to keep a check coming from somewhere.
He was very
and not just one
strategic about it, and I love that about him because he really was strategic about it, and it worked out for him. It all worked out for him.
Yeah.
And now, like you said, Ernest, we all know who he is.
Most of the
when I seen that TV commercial the other day with him, I said, "Oh my God!" Like
I haven't seen the TV.
Yeah, I think it's Honda or Honda. I get the two of them. I know it ain't an American car.
Well, you said it's not an American car.
No.
Well, Honda and Hyundai both sound Japanese. One is Chinese, one is Japanese. I don't know.
Listen,
Honda sounds Japanese.
Yeah, see? Hey, my
Hyundai.
Yeah.
See what company Hyundai is for.
I don't give a damn.
Just see what it's for. See? Yes. Don't play that audio too loud.
I know. Did you see I ain't turn it up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was just like, wow. I was so happy.
And I like that both his parents is here to see his success.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier about the parents and the okay. Mm-hmm.
What happened, bitch?
And I talked about the parents, and I said earlier that parents will be the reason behind the success of these artists. And you would say it's just the talent. I'm like, the parent part.
No, that's not exactly what I said.
Okay. I thought,
bitch. I'm talking about.
okay. Did I?
I'm talking about
Ernest, you
no.
see
Okay.
how go back? Yeah,
Okay.
I said I was happy that his parents was happy to see his success, but I didn't. I didn't. Say that.
No, you said you're happy that his parents is here to see his success, but also going back to what he said, he was grounded by parents.
And
Very
I-
In the industry. These folks are in the industry. They're in the industry too. They're guiding him.
They're
Again, Matthew knows, Joe, all of them.
and his parents are very well educated.
They are the reason.
Yes.
Like, again, you can't tell me a guy like Durand off of talent alone
Just
was
got-
going to be able to do what he's doing now without their presence. I'm sorry.
You are trying it, and I think y'all are mixing my motherfucking words together.
I was just saying. I was just saying it's all
Let me
relative.
tell you something. Now you may play with all them people in Philly, but you can't play with me like that.
I love it, Ernest. I love it.
Now what
I'm
I
just
was
saying,
saying was,
I swear it was just about I just said I'm gonna let him walk. I'm gonna let him walk through this. I'm gonna let him walk through this. I'm gonna let him walk his way right into the chair because I'm just like,
Because-
Listen,
No, let me tell you.
Wait, listen. Two things can be true at the same time.
two things can be
Beyonce,
true.
first of all, I've been saying what you're saying for the longest, that Beyonce's
But-
talent is where she's at.
Yeah,
But what he's also saying is Beyonce is who she is
because
her
of the
parents
structure
and the
of her
structure.
parents.
That's
And
why
I
when she
get that.
when she ditched her father, because
Listen,
she had learned everything she
there
needed
is
to
no
learn from
doubt
God.
But let's be real. But hold on. Let's be real about the fact that I could. So let me say this.
I'm gonna let you
We
say it.
know that when he left, we felt it. That
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
roll out without dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. So yes, she had the structure and everything, but she has the talent. And what Matthew Knowles tried to do, he tried to sign all of these people off the strength of him making Beyonce successful, but it wasn't just him. It's her talent.
But let's put it this
He
way. But
tried to sign Tweet. He had his own gospel label.
right. But
Matthew
hold on.
Knowles is signing all of these people.
No. But this is what I kept saying to you earlier, and I'm going to say it again.
And people thought, oh, if I
This is
sign
not.
with
This is
Matthew,
not
I
a
can
either.
sign
This is not an either or. It's a both. Both for her. Both for him. Both. You have to have a good parent plus talent.
Who else did
A good parent. A good parent manager without talent equals flop.
You're
A
talking
talented artist without
he's
parent
talking
is
about
flop.
other artists. He's talking about
Oh, but
parents.
that's not the
He's
level.
talking about
And
parents.
That's why Matthew could never.
and
That's why it can never be great.
I think we had a miscommunication.
No,
I
because
think-
just like you said, and
She
you're
is the
absolutely right.
talent.
And you're absolutely no, but I'm going back to
Because
what
he
you said.
even has a college course.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
don't
I'm
touch me
sorry.
with them hands. Don't do that. You touch that
Bitch,
kitty
I
litter
told
now.
you ain't nothing in there.
Listen.
I changed it.
What you're saying earlier was absolutely right. When you said, because I agree too, when you said he pushed her because that was his daughter. You know, he pushed her because that was his daughter. Yes, that was his daughter. You know, never mind everybody the fuck else.
I didn't even know he signed Tiffany
and,
Evans.
and I'm not even, yeah, he did. And I'm not even throwing shade at anybody else. But we all know that if you have a child with a whole bunch of other kids,
right.
who the hell is going to be your main focus?
Well,
That's
look,
not
it's
right.
wild. But and this is how
That's why I said all of these artists with good parents
Right.
that pushed them. Chris
Right.
Jenner, the Kardashians. Hello.
Yep.
Like if you don't have that's what I've been trying to say the entire show.
I'm so happy you said her. Kim Kardashian was the talent in that damn
Come on.
birthday tape.
she
But
wasn't
who-
even
but
talented.
listen,
She
but
was
listen,
lazy.
all
as
right,
fuck.
whatever. But who
Oh.
pushed that tape
Chris.
out there? Chris made it so that she took a negative and made it a positive, not just for Kim, but for the
And-
family.
The mother made it. The parent.
You know what?
To the point that we know all of their goddamn names.
And the Braxton tried to do the same thing,
But it
as
didn't
the
work,
Kardashians,
because
did
like
not
Ernest
work.
said, that family structure, Toni Braxton, yes, she's a legend, but that family structure was doomed from the time that father cheated on that fucking mother, and the mother couldn't get over it after
Right.
40 something years because she's
Exactly.
Tina Knowles. is not stuck on her husband cheating on her.
No,
she has spoken about it, and she's moved on, and she's living her life.
She done became friends.
She could care less about him cheating on her.
First of all, I'm like, bitch, you friends with Vivica Fox, Nina Rashawn? How?
All of it.
How the fuck?
Robinson,
yeah.
All
How
of
the fuck that happened?
And guess what? Miss Evelyn on next season of The Braxton is still going to be talking about that man cheating on her.
I hope it's canceled. No,
you know what I mean? That's not something Tina knows is focused on. She could care less about that.
Like I was saying, the family structure pattern will work.
Tina knows
that is the factor with the stars. Those who don't have it, do not go that far often. Yeah. Those who do. And at the end of the day, we keep talking about talent, but who propelled the talent? The parent put the battery in the kids back to soar. If you don't have that, you don't go anywhere.
Do the same for others, and it didn't work.
Yeah, but
because they're not his kids. Because they're not his kids. Because those are not his kids.
Why do you keep saying the others?
Because I just want people to know that Matthew. This is why I look at Matthew try to sign all these people and try to make it work. He couldn't even make Solange work. Solange made Solange work on her own.
Can I tell you something? Yeah, but what's working for Solange is for Solange. Solange is not even a Beyonce type. Where I don't even think Beyonce. Right. No, what I mean by that, I don't even think Solange would ever spotlight that Beyonce because that's not her.
Right.
There are a billion people that I know who have all different types of businesses. My sister is not the only person I know with a smoke shop. But who the fuck smoke shop I'm gonna promote? My sisters.
Right.
And you should.
Exactly. And that's the same thing he was saying about Matthew and Beyonce. Yes, Matthew had all these different acts, but Beyonce is fucking Beyonce. And I'm never going to make another Beyonce. Just like Joe Jackson could never make another Michael.
But Joe Jackson ain't signed anybody that wasn't a Jackson. But Matthew did. And he did it off the strength of, and I think he became a professor and tried to teach a class about Beyonce or somebody. I think he did it.
No, you're right. The girl. It was about the making.
And what I'm saying is, he's still living off that. Yes, I made Beyonce, so it was me. He tried to discredit Tina and cancel the interview.
Yeah, but
come on. He think it was just them.
But listen, but who paid him any mind when he did that? None of us.
No, and if you heard what I said again, I never said it was just Matthew. I said it was the family show.
It was a team.
That's what he
said. It was, but I said I've been saying that it's the family. Every artist.
But I get what y'all saying, and I'm not discrediting y'all. I just want y'all to understand that I think that Matthew think that
he can think whatever he want to think
for others.
He's delusional.
Yeah.
But I don't want to discredit.
I would never take away anything from Matthew and what he did and
the
of them as little girls to teenagers. But once Beyonce reached the year 2000, bitch, Matthew Ben was done. It didn't matter about him. The focus was always on Beyonce. And that's how it went with the fucking Austin Powers and her doing movies, and that didn't do too well, but Kelly was doing too well, and I never could sit on how they pushed this bullshit with Kelly when Kelly wasn't ready because Beyonce wasn't ready, they tried to make Kelly ready, and they're like, oh, you got to do this, you got to hurry up and rush and put this out, and that shit was trash, and they sabotaged her career. And I think her career was sabotaged to a point where she was more successful outside the United States.
And once
Kelly got to a certain point, Kelly was like, fuck this. I can get married. I can have children. And I don't have to go back to music. She ain't, and she has. That's exactly what she has done. I'll put out music when I want to put out music. But I think it's to the point where she got discouraged because of the music industry. Bitch, I got dropped from Columbia Records with Destiny's Child and Beyonce still there. And I get dropped from Republic after releasing one album. Like, what the fuck? Fuck this. I'll be a mom. I'll write books. I'll do TVs. I'll do movies when I want to. Fuck the music industry. And Rihanna's doing the same thing. Rihanna ain't never coming back to the music industry.
No.
She's done.
She'll give us one more for the ride, maybe.
Say it again.
She might give us one more for the ride.
Maybe, but you think we getting a tour?
Oh no. We'll probably get like one of those like little residencies. She might do those little pop up like Jay-Z type of thing. She might go to 3 major cities and do a couple shows.
Artists recognize that they didn't have to become slaves to the industry. Not saying that these people are, but if you ain't making no money, bitch, you are becoming a slave to the industry, and you have to do more than one thing. Like we used to get mad about Luke James, and we know it's not what's his name fault.
Frank.
Yeah, it's not Frank Gadsden's fault. Like he tried. He put out even the other group. He found talent, but y'all have to consume the talent. He can't force you to take it. So Luke had to say music or acting. He's even better at acting than doing music to me. He's doing a fucking amazing job. He's doing so good. And that's how you got to be. You got to be a jack of all trades and a master of some. Not all, but some. In today's world, when you want to be an artist. Because they could forget about you just like that. Yep. They could be on to the next TikTok dance, to the next TikTok song, to the next Instagram slap. That's like, right. Girl, that's just how the industry is.
That's right.
It's sad. Like, remember when we was growing up, albums used to live for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah, that is over.
You got to do 9 months to a year. Now you on to the next album.
Yeah, that
would be a good difference. It's so different now. Either you can catch up or, bitch, you got to get left out.
Those days are over, though. I mean, nowadays, you know, it's what you want to listen to.
Yeah, and I found myself listening to older stuff more than new stuff. Like, bitch, I didn't even know. I'm about to say Christina Aguilera, Ariana Grande. I didn't know. Same person. Ariana Grande released an album this weekend.
No, she didn't. She just dropped a single.
Oh, bitch, I thought it was an album. Ooh,
yeah, the lead single. I listened to it. No, the album comes out in July.
How was the song?
Love it. It's cute. It's cute. It don't sound like anything. I mean, I always like her lead singles. I feel like most of the time when she drops a lead single, it's something that is very boppy or whatever. I enjoyed it. It's
okay. I'm gonna check
it out multiple times. I'm looking forward to Madonna though. I'm looking forward to Madonna. You know, I love Madonna's Confession.
I'm prepared to remember who Madonna was, bitch.
No, I was trying to.
Oh, he like Madonna.
Who was that when they did that? Was that the Birdcage?
Huh?
Birdcage.
When they were like Madonna. It's one of those movies. It'll come to me.
Birdcage. Ooh, that was 1986, right? I remember that era. I remember that movie.
Oh, Birdcage, yeah.
Yeah. They don't talk about that movie enough. It's not even on streaming. Right?
It's not?
No, I ain't see it.
I'm gonna look right now.
Where is the Birdcage stream?
Not free. It might be like Amazon Prime. You have to buy it.
Something like that.
Yeah. I'm looking now. Hold on. But no, I'm just missing Love and Hip Hop. There's no more Love and Hip Hop anymore.
You know what? I stopped watching the Housewives because K. Michelle's making it more like the fucking Love and Hip Hop series. Like, I don't think she can't take it. Yeah, I think she can't use her words. She'd be ready to fight.
This whole beef that she got where she thinks that they're talking about her coochie is just so like, girl, what? Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, because they're talking about, you know, something that came about some years ago when a guy said my coochie stinks. And oh, girl, please, did it stink? If not, then move the fuck on.
Let me tell you something. I don't know about y'all women, but with me, before I do anything, I make sure.
Well, she said that he's lying.
No older.
She's saying that he's lying. So he could have been lying. Some people just say stupid stuff just to say it. But I just think, you know, why are we talking about this, Kate Michelle? Why do you think that they're talking about your coochie? You know, I just, I don't know.
You ain't have other people co-signing about it. So.
Yeah, like, so I don't even know why this was a thing.
But for those who don't want they stuff to stink, I don't know what y'all do, but I keep my everything clean, bitch. Anytime you walk out your door and you going somewhere, you just want to be clean because you don't know what's going to happen when you out there in them streets. So just keep everything clean, period. Point blank.
I just feel like when you walk out the house, period, you know, it's like sunscreen, all the things. You know, hand sanitizer, clean breath. Everything should be clean when you go outside.
Yeah.
Like when you step outside, it's an impression. You never know where you're going to be. Like something. I can go downstairs. I had a situation actually in my building. Funny story. I went down to pick up something like Uber Eats or something, and there was an elected official downstairs, and they saw me dressed in a certain type of way that I would have not been dressed any other time. And it was just like I was trying to be like incognito, but I couldn't. It was like, "Are you all right?" Hi. I'm in a whole tank.
What you have on?
A little tank, some boxer shorts. Just I was supposed to be quick and run.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
It was just
You was in the streets. You was in your building.
Yeah, but still, I was like, never again. So now when I go down, I gotta at least have something.
A robe.
Well, I used to always have a robe on. I can't do that anymore. I used to always have the robe on. Like when I used to do Facebook Lives at home, I used to have my cocktail. Remember that? And I was on Facebook Live.
You're married too, so you shouldn't be walking out the house in a robe.
Well, whether I'm married or not.
When you come home, he just take the robe off. Period.
No. When you walk out of your front door, you're not just a representation of yourself, but of your spouse.
I mean, but if I'm just going down to get the mail,
that's right.
Well,
no, exactly. That's how I used to be. But I have to, I make the joke. I have to watch my back. I'm just not anybody. I can't.
Exactly. Well, that's the point that I'm also making too. You're not just anybody.
No.
So again, a representation of someone else.
Right. I just, in general, I just cannot be, because you know how it go. They love to have my name in their mouth. That's why y'all don't be seeing me outside. I go out very seldom. I catch you, Kevin, somewhere. We'll bump into each other somewhere, and I'll be like, "Oh, hey." But I really, it's
I've gotten older. I don't like going out. First of all, I don't like $20 for drinks when I used to pay $7.
Oh my God! Remember $5 happy hours? What happened to those?
Yes, paying $20 for a drink is like a whole bottle. Like, bitch, and you ain't getting me fucked up neither.
Remember that? Like New Amsterdam used to be like $20 back in the day. We used to get a bottle of New Amsterdam for $20.
Yes,
at least was doing something.
I could still get a bottle of Absolute for around $20.
Yeah, you can find it.
But if you're making it, like the thing about DC, like I'm not coming down on DC, but why I never like DC.
Oh, DC is
they measure the drinks and they charge you all this. How you buying rounds for $100 for all these measured drinks when I could have made my own drink, so we could have just sat in a parking lot and drank? Like that's just where I am right now.
Not, I'm okay with a good drink or something like that if I was going out.
Measured,
but I'm going out. Measure is wild. Measure is wild. But also, too, my mindset is like nowadays, if I'm going somewhere, I want an open bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't. And if I am going, I want happy hour. But just going, paying regular prices for drinks.
Let me.
I'm at a dinner or something. Like last night I went out to dinner. Of course, it was nice. It was, we out. But just going to a bar when there's no drink special, no happy hour, no open bar, nothing, and just going and paying regular price for drink, I refuse.
Two things slowed me down after COVID: my mom dying, and then noticing that I could have as much fun at home than being at the bar. That's when I really stopped going out. COVID, because we used to be out every fucking weekend.
I remember that.
It didn't even have to be Pride. It's just, bitch, we gotta go to the 5 spot. We gotta go to XO. We gotta go to Voyage.
Oh my God, XO.
Like we gotta just go because it was Friday or Saturday. Like
it was just the excuses to be it was Saturday.
Yeah. And then after COVID, that's when I said, I'm gonna have me a drink, bitch. I ain't never drank. I'm gonna go out to the club. I ain't never go out to the club. And when I did do stuff, I just did it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I stopped paying, and then they started charging extra. Like, where the fuck all these prices? When did Long Island become $17, $18? I used to pay $10. Like all the prices just changed right after COVID for me, and I was done. So I'd be right at home, bitch. Everything I can get at the club, I could do it at my house. Except for all these people looking at me. That's it. So I just changed. But I don't mind going out every now and then. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, another thing I don't like is people still giving me their condolences about my mom. And I'm like, it's been 6 years. It's okay. Like, you don't have to say that, because when you say that, you don't know what mood that might put me. I'm getting sad thinking about it, but you don't know what mood that might put me in. So just save the condolences. Just say, it's good seeing you. I haven't seen you in such a long time, and keep it moving.
I agree.
That's what I prefer. That's what I prefer. Don't bring up my mom. Let's just be in the moment. I haven't seen her in a long time. I hope you've been good. I've been all right. Yeah, same for you. Blah blah blah. That's it. But yeah, COVID taught me a lot. COVID taught me a lot, and people were overcharging. I would never pay $70, $80 to get into a party. Never. I don't care what pride going on. Like, but I seen the people. I think that for the most part, DC had a good time. Like, yeah, you had a couple fights, but that's what the gays do. The gays gonna fight because it's Sunday.
Always.
So,
Always gonna be WrestleMania.
you can't say one fight is the reason why this happened. Like,
Right.
it's gonna happen
Every year, but it's always that every year fight that's in the street. Every
right.
year.
And I mean, they
Always
was
a notorious brawl that takes place. And it's always one. It either is at night or it's the Sunday outside of Woody's.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some big old fight in the brawl. And you just be like, we're no different from the St. Patrick's Day people at the Aaron Express.
Yeah.
They always have their little riot outside too. They cut up.
Yeah. And you know what I prefer now? Just get me high. Get me high. I know I'm gonna get high. I know I'm gonna be effed up for a long time. And I don't need to keep paying for nothing extra. I know you probably don't get high, Ernest, but that's what I would prefer now over keep buying all these goddamn drinks. Like, no. Because before, like, I know I could go out and I could spend a good $60 and be good. Now, bitch, I went out like Thanksgiving and I spent like $150. And I was like, where the fuck my money go? I was trying to remember what I spent.
Wow.
And it was drinks. And you know how you buy around for each other? I'm like, oh no, never.
Oh yeah, no. But again, it's gotta be, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like when I go out now to stuff, there's just gotta be an event around it for me now, unless it's something very low key, like low key, hole in the wall type of bar. We know what it's going to give. A real drink or a drink, as they say. But I'm at home.
Yeah,
I'm at home. Let me take y'all somewhere real quick. Hold on.
Ooh, did you put the little thumb over the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I'm about to walk around there.
You got a bar.
Yes, Ernest.
One part of it though. This is like only one part of it though.
No, don't show us the second part.
The main part, yeah.
You be sitting there having a drink and writing books, bitch.
Yeah, I be typing in, my little office. My little office
I
bar.
wouldn't be able to think straight.
A little office bar. But listen, you got to be prepared. You got
I'd
to
be like, Mikhail, you remember that time I fought you at the barbecue?
Act straight.
Dumb shit.
Listen, I had a little, little something over there, got my little stuff. I just, do a little something. I got a fridge too. I got a little mini fridge over there.
Where's a bartender? I mean, is
got a bartender on the side.
Drinks? Well,
they said throw away them empty bottles. Ain't no bottle over there empty. Ain't no empty bottles over there. Ain't nothing empty over there.
Is you a guinea pig for his concoctions?
Yes, I sample everything. I taste test certain cocktails and stuff.
Okay, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. But that's why I don't be drinking. Like, I got to borrow home. I got a man make drinks. He know how to make them. Like, I don't, That's the other thing. So people be like, oh, you don't go out for drinks? Like, because half the stuff I like, I can have it better here. For real, for real. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I'm not having your version. Your version is trash. I can have this better at home. Yeah.
And won't have to pay as much.
And won't have to pay as much.
No, clearly. With good quality, top shelf.
Yes.
So no, I do. I get my life. But yeah, no, you funny. You said also be right. Listen, sometimes I'll take a little break, a little happy hour in between writing, and be like, all right, let me happy hour real quick.
When you got your own bar.
Yeah. Right there. Come over. That's why my friends when they come over, whatever. Though I rarely host. I have an upstairs like little lounge spot, and I'll do something and parties and stuff like that, light stuff. But if I am here, it'll be Jamarcus and me because he lived down the street, and he'll pregame. So we're going to say, we're going to pregame because I don't know what we're going to. Mm-hmm. We're going to do the pregame first, and then we're going to go and have a drink and act like we light. We're like, oh, you at the garden? We over there like, oh, we just had a drink. Oh no, we had a whole session before. Pick your poison. Is it vodka tonight? Is it because I don't mix and match. I hate mixing and matching. It's like either I'm gonna go straight one way.
Oh, I could do both at this point.
It's scary for me. Like I do my go-to is vodka or gin. So if I'm on vodka, I'm doing Cosmos, I'm doing everything with vodka.
Ernest, I believe my crazy days are over. And these past 6 years, I've done a damn good job. Michaela, when the last time you heard something bad about me getting fucked up?
Well, because you've gotten older and you go to work.
Yeah, and I don't play those games.
Yeah.
But before I would get fucked up and curse you the fuck. I remember something you said in 1995. If I had
the let out right there, and that cross section at night, everybody was out there cutting up.
Yeah,
I was very quick. I used to get that cab that's how you know it's a long time because we have cabs.
Yes.
I don't that's how they be like. I say, you know what's crazy? I was never outside. Like that's how I know, because I don't ever recall riding Uber. That's how I know I haven't been outside forever.
Listen.
Because my last era would be, I remember taking a cab straight down to 39th and Walnut, because I went to Penn, so I used to
you could get a cab because you lived there, and they'd be like, "Where you going?" And then they would trust
you. 39th and Walnut, and they would, on 13th, they would take you straight down.
Yep. They would leave my ass right there.
Oh, I'm not
or
going
they would say, "Pay me now," or "I'm not going there with you."
Or I would go to what was it called? Hackman. Remember Hackman? Oh, Hackman.
Oh, they still have
it. They still
got
it right outside the
certain
supermarket.
areas is right outside the supermarket.
Let me find out. That used to be my thing when I was in second.
I paid a Hackman.
No, I didn't even know that. Listen, because 39th, I would get off at 39th and Walnut and go to the McDonald's on 40th right there.
Woo! Baby.
I might get a second job and be a hack fucking man.
In 2026?
And they got business card. Hackman got business cards now.
They got them saying they want them saying
yes.
Where you at?
Just call me whenever you need me.
There's a guy, you know what's crazy? I had an Uber driver one time that did that, where he was just like talking to me and said, I got a private service on the side. I'm like, outside of Uber? Mm-hmm. Gave me his car, said, if you need me, contact me, like a little private driver. I was like, I never thought about that. But he had a really nice black car. It was like a really, really nice black car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I had that happen to me when I was in LA for the Grammys. And I actually did it. Like, she was like, you know what? Rather than get Uber every time, we're going to have a little arrangement.
Okay.
For these days, I'm just going to, he only made me give him $25 a day.
That's not bad. How much a day? Regular Uber?
Regular Ubers in LA? Well, we was doing black car because everything, that was how you was able to get into parties. Like if you had a black, everybody would think they would get you in. That was a little trick. If you pull over regular, like that's how you was able to get into certain entrances, because they would be like, we don't know who was in it. So the driver would be all like, yeah, we have someone important in the back seat. It's okay, just go through. That's how we used to get into some of the parties, through the black cars. So if you didn't have a black car, you just do a regular Uber. Oh no, they like, oh, you gotta go the other way.
Somebody's damn Ford Taurus pulled up.
No, I was in somebody's Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah,
I was in somebody's Escalade, and so I did the black car in LA. But this guy, like, it would be all kind of prices. But with him, he was just like, if you tell me in advance or whatever, $25 a day. And I was with him Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so each day I paid him $25, like upfront, cashed after him. I gave him like a tip or whatever. So I gave him like maybe $40, whatever. But he would literally, I would tell him where I was going, and he would do the pickup, drop off, all that in that area. Because I was also in the area. Like I wasn't like going all over the place. Mm-hmm. But it was cool though. People was riding with me. I'd pick up some other folks and stuff. Be like, oh, we're going to the next party. And it'd be some girls. It was funny. It was a lot of girls, but they were cute. They were like with us to get us into some things. Because the girls would be very like, it was funny because they didn't have no business going, but these producers and these music artists and celebrities, if they saw you with cute girls and you was gay, they'd be like, oh, you can come with them. We all coming together. Because it was like, you ain't about to, we got to go with them.
That's right.
And then we would go, and that's how we would get in. It was great.
Now, Ernest, before we get up out of here,
yes,
talk about LA and all that.
Let's talk.
What's one of the wildest things that you have seen while out there this year? Controversial.
Yeah. Okay. It was a lot of things, y'all. I can't hold you. It was a lot of things. But I'll say this one. This is one that I feel like I can say. Because, early, this is not my tea to spill. I was invited to a concert, but it wasn't a concert, like a private party, but it was like a concert. Jermaine Dupri had the party. It was Jermaine Dupri and friends. He had Anne Marie. He had all the members of B2K. I think Mario was there. But Trey Songz was there.
So the early 2000s girls.
It was all the early. It was Brian Michael Cox. He was there. Usher wasn't there. That lawsuit with Brian Michael Cox and Usher is still happening, apparently.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He wasn't there. Usher wasn't there. But Brian Michael Cox was there. A couple of other people. But I was surprised to see Trey Songz there because, it's been a lot being said about Mr. Trey Songz. But there was a girl that was being so hyped and so Joe that he was there. And she was cute. And I said hi. She's on a reality show. And she left with Trey. And I was confused because I was like, well, why was she, I didn't even know she was, it was just interesting.
Or anything.
Huh?
That she knew him?
Not that she knew him, but she was just with him the whole night. And she left the party with him. I don't know where they went. I mean, there could have been a continued after party, but it was an interesting vibe because Trey has a lot of things being said about him, as we all know.
He does.
The girl in question was Mazika Kalisha. From Love and Hip Hop.
Fetty Wap's baby mom.
Yes.
Well, she's a mess anyway, so I'm not surprised that she went with him.
I was surprised for so many reasons because I could have sworn she was with somebody else at the same time. But
question, Masika. You know of her, right? Like the Love and Hip Hop brand.
Yes, I watched that. I watched I've watched every episode of Love and Hip Hop.
So then you shouldn't be surprised that she left with him.
I'm not surprised.
Because I remember her when I used to watch Love and Hip Hop, and nothing surprises me about her.
Yeah, I was just surprised.
And social media, because she's a mess on social media.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I also, okay, see, now I went to the Clive Davis party.
Okay.
Clive was there. So you know who Wale is, right? You know what they say about Wale, right? Like how Wale be, Wale is, how they struggle with people not know who he is and see him in a room.
Yeah, yes, because he had that situation with what's the streamer's name?
Yeah,
K
I know you're talking about.
Yes,
Casanat.
Because he didn't know who he was.
He has that in real life. Like I was at a party.
And people didn't know who he was.
And people was like kind of not saying, like talking to him and saying anything. Like kind of was like Mario. It was a weird thing. It was like Chloe and Haley. And Haley's boyfriend was with her, but like nobody wanted to acknowledge the songwriter guy who she's been with him for a minute. But like everybody should act like it was just a friend. But I was like, that's her boyfriend. But the new guy that she's with now. Right. I think they're public now. Chloe didn't have anybody with her that night. But we was in this little lounge, this little lobby. Lizzo was there. Mario, who's very interesting in real life. Mario's very interesting, but I'll leave that there.
Yeah, he is.
He's just very interesting. This is his personality. I don't know what to do with him. No, not for what I would do with him. I'm just saying I just don't know how to read him. But everybody was there, and he's just there. Wale, just kind of just there. And no one's like talking to him. Like Paula Abdul had walked by. I got a picture of Paula Abdul. Kenny G, the saxophone player.
Yes.
Legends. Tyler, which I got something to say about Tyler. You know what? I'm going to tell my tea about Tyler. I have a Tyler story. But all of them was just there, and no one's like saying anything to Wale. And I felt a little bad. I was like,
well, he
always feels some type of way that people don't say anything to him.
But he really has a forgettable face, and it's no shade. But I mean, he's somebody that
recognize him.
No, I recognized him, but I felt weird because he just has this persona where he looks like he doesn't like. He gives this energy like he doesn't like anyone. Like it gives that he doesn't like anyone.
Did you remember a few years ago when he got into that fist fight here in Philly? at
yes,
the game.
He's always in something, and that's why I was just like, oh my goodness, the rumors are true, or the speculation is true. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing too. Like you said, if you give off this energy like you don't want to be bothered, then guess what? No one's going to bother you.
Yeah.
So that's.
But I felt like there was a sense of him feeling like people should be coming up to him, and no one was.
And nobody's not coming up to Wallace.
Like he literally, and like, and Duran Bernard was around. He came through Duran. And of course, everybody was like, I mean, he was so dope. I see him all the time, and every time I see him, I take a picture with him. He's so nice.
Yeah, nobody's not paying attention.
Tiana Taylor, Paris Hilton, like all these people are like all near each other. We all taking pictures. Wale's just kind of there.
Yeah, he's standing there looking stupid.
Like standing there, and like
somebody just come and say something to him.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
It wouldn't be weird for me because I'd have walked past some 15 different.
I kind of did. I got to know what I was dressed. Okay, I was Pink Panther. I was in a pink suit with the leopard prints on it. Like I was dressed down.
Yeah,
I was loud. Like I would wear the stuff I wear in LA. I don't wear in Philly. Like I don't give Philly all of my all.
Mm-hmm.
Philly doesn't. People are like, why you don't dress like that when you go to Philly? Where do I go in Philly that will require me to wear this and it makes sense?
Right.
What red carpet? Like there's only one event in Philly that I go to that would require that. It's the Black Star Luminary Gala. Like they honoring people like Robert Townsend. They're having a nice, exquisite room. Like Philly does not have enough events that I think would require that kind of fashion. Mm-hmm. In my opinion. There's no shade to Philly. Clearly I live here. But Philly does not create events, award shows. Like, you know how DC, LA, New York, everybody got, why don't Philly have like one award show? We should have something here.
Yeah.
Like something here. Maybe the Gospel Awards. Like we should have something here to bring everybody together.
Yeah. We don't have awards.
Like the Stellar Awards. Bring the Stellar Awards. The BT Hip Hop Awards. Let's put that in Philly.
Yeah.
It
could be at the Met.
Agreed. But we should have at least one award show. And we don't have any award shows in Philly that like brings people out. Like maybe the ESPYs or something. Like we don't have any award shows that warrants a red carpet or something. So that's why I'm just kind of like I'm not going to waste this good ass outfit on a Philly sidewalk. Mm-hmm. So
I agree.
Tyler is a lot. Tyler's a lot. I am here to confirm. I think Tyler is talented. But I think Tyler is a lot. And I think Tyler's team do her a disservice. It is her team. It is her team. Tyler, she's fun. She's funny. She's silly. She's quirky. Her team does her disservice. They had this after party I wanted to throw for her. And they put it in the most raggedy, most ratchet area in Philly, West Hollywood, LA, or whatever. It was some random alley area, party hall, low budget. People was packed like sardines trying to get inside. Fights broke out. It was supposed to be some birthday party or something for her. And it was a hot ghetto mess. Oh. And I was shook because I was like, this cannot be Tyler. Not Grammy Award-winning Tyler. Not the MTV Euro Award-winning Tyler. Not the one who had Little Nas X Ho No Ho Award Tyler. This cannot be. It was a mess. We were invited. We were supposed to go. We couldn't even get in. It was wild. And a lot of folks, industry people that should have been there, that was outside.
It didn't get in.
I wonder why, when y'all want to understand why certain people don't get put on radio or why certain promo don't happen.
This is why.
I heard certain folks that were somebody in those crowds being like, her new album coming out this summer, good luck hearing it. Find that new album somewhere.
I didn't even know she got a new single out too.
She got a new album coming out. All I want to say is the way that her people was acting at that front door to certain folks, I was like, oh my God. I even recognize some of the people, some of these publicists, reps for these brands. You're supposed to be on a whole new image repair. You're supposed to be trying to rebrand for your new album, but your team got you out here looking real bad.
And her coming there, Rihanna ain't doing her no favors neither.
No, that was so whack. I don't even know why she did that. That was just like, why would you do that? There was just a lot. It's just,
There's things that I would say.
The new girls are doing way too much. Way too much. Off of the backs of legends and icons.
Yeah.
Because you know, it missed something when Rihanna went to the Met Gala. It missed something when these people went to these award shows.
Yep.
Now they just letting anybody come in. And then they come in and they think, first of all, you wasn't going to the Met Gala as a black artist unless you had a #1 hit.
Yeah, yes.
You had to have a Billboard #1 hit.
Yes.
You had to have a #1 album or a top 5 album. You had to have done something. They just let anybody in. My mom used to always say, be like, oh, they just let anybody into the club. Like anybody. And I think she's talented. I think she's a lovely, beautiful woman. Tyler. But this is the example, what I said earlier, where's the parents?
I don't know.
Because when you don't have somebody that can give you that industry structure, that could tell you or mentor you to say, hey, this is how you're supposed to show up. This is the things that you need to say. This is how we need to have etiquette. We have to have an organized list. We got to talk to press a certain way. It just wasn't happening.
Pretty girl.
Yeah, very pretty. But this is what happens when you don't have structure, when you don't have, you know, mentorship, when you don't have certain folks in your aid. So, yeah.
Well, Ernest, I want to say thank you so much.
I gave you so much time. Yeah.
Bitch, we gave you 3 hours. This is as long as you ever had.
I know, but this is a return. Y'all gonna have to see me when a new book comes out or something else drops. We don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you said that ain't the 2027.
Right. So midterm elections, maybe.
Okay, we got to see what's going on with these midterms. Because, I mean, we ain't talking about Crockett, but I knew she wasn't going to win.
Well, you know, I did an episode. Her stands went off on me. I told people why she wasn't going to win. Because, you know, I mean, I got folks down in Texas. I was asking the questions. They was like, first of all, that Tallarico had yard signs, baby. TV ads, honey. He was all over. And also, let's be real. We can't play with this state. Because Paxton could lose. This guy, this Republican, he's too wild. He could lose.
He's a real criminal.
It could lose. So if people are trying to roll the dice, and I also want to say this too, respectfully. Jasmine Crockett wasn't serious about running. She waited too long to run. You ran it. You announced around what? I want to say she took a long time before she finally put her name in the hat. She should have been. I saw her at Martha's Vineyard in August. We saw each other in Martha's Vineyard last year. Nice woman, sweet woman, all the things. I was trying to figure out what she was going to do. It was all this wait and see. Announcement will be coming. We'll see. She took way too long. Tallarico was already making TV ad, like making promo, social media, doing all the things. He already built his name up.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah, she waited too long.
Did you see when he was on The View? I saw when he was on The View.
Last year?
Yes. Well, this year too. Well, this year he did too. But I'm just saying, before he was already campaigning.
He was doing like Phyllis Stanford. He was already out there.
He was already out there. So by the time she comes to the race, a lot of folks was kind of like,
bitch, you should have just stayed in the House of Representatives.
Right. Why did you do that? Like, we could have the best of both worlds. We could have kept you in the House. Homeboy gonna be in the Senate. We didn't have to have this. But for whatever reason, she decided to pop out there and do it. But the crazy thing is she's going to make more money now than she would have done if she would have been in Congress. She's going to have tours, gigs, consulting gigs, book. I know she's going to have a book come out. She's definitely going to have a book. She's going to make so much more money. And, you know, we'll see what she do down the road. She might run for office again. So we'll see. Okay. But yeah.
I'm excited if she does.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Ernest Owens, thank you so much for coming on our show. This was unexpected.
It was unexpected.
The book is The Case for Cancel Culture. If you don't have it, please get the book. Are you on audiobook as well?
I am.
And you read your whole book?
I did.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to listen to it. It's on
I'm gonna
Spotify.
do it again. It's on it's not on Spotify. I don't do anything with Spotify. Until Joe Rogan goes. When Joe Rogan leaves, then I'll come back.
Okay, I know that's right.
Right. I'm on Amazon. The Kindle. I'm on Kindle. I'm on all the things. Audible. I'm on Audible. I'm on Audible. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I want to say thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening to us. Ernest, we will see you hopefully before the midterms, if not before the release of your next book. Everybody, we will be back on Thursday. Can you believe it? Y'all getting 2 videos in a week. Thursday around 7. We'll see y'all then. Everybody, please have a good week and be safe. Enjoy the weekend. We're out. Thank you again, Ernest. Thank you. Bye.
See y'all.
See ya.